Stream. Time for stream. Why every single time... Turn down the volume. Every single time my webcam was like, yeah, you're just gonna have autofocus on and just blur the living shit out of everything every single time I move my fingers. Well, considering that the stream quality is actually pretty fine so far because it's the new month of June and I finally am free from slow internet. Or at least I think. Hopefully. So far I am free. I don't know what's gonna happen next, but it's gonna happen eventually. This internet's gonna kill me and I have to lower the bitrate. And we have to do the usual routine and everything like that. But anyway, what's up guys? Welcome to another installment of appabend's meme stream. Unfortunately, for those of you who are expecting all sorts of hooplas from different sides, different spectrums of stupidity, we're mostly gonna be talking about the riots. Because unfortunately, that's the only thing that people are talking about in social media. I talked about it in my previous video. I'm tired of talking about it. But unfortunately, in a meme stream, I need to find stupid materials to talk about. And that's the only material that I can get for the meme stream. Because everybody in social media are too preoccupied with talking about the riots. But still, that doesn't exactly make a lot of the statements even more stupid. Doesn't actually make the statement not even more stupid. In other words, it's still as stupid as usual. It's still this usual stupid, dumb stuff that we're gonna see. And some of them are actually pretty funny. Especially one very special guest for today's meme stream, who has been making a lot of enemies. We'll get to him in a bit. Anyway, how are you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing very well. What have you guys been playing? What have you guys been listening to? What have you guys have been reading? What have you guys have been fapping to? Let me know in the chat below. We're going to spend the first 1 hour and 10 minutes of the stream to chat about stuff. We have to do a Q&A and all of that good stuff. Before we actually get into the good stuff, the streams, the memes, and the dumb takes and all of that. Myself, I've only been playing Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, which I actually bought. Thank you guys so much for the donation. I've only need to pay about 20 bucks because you guys have been donating so much that I've only need to pay 20 bucks for Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. Probably do an uncapped or a review of, not an uncapped name anymore, but a review in the future because I would love to talk about that game. And maybe sometime in the future, actually not sometime in the future. What else? I've been, that's mostly it. I've been about 10 hours to the game, I think. 10 hours to the game. About in chapter 5, I think, after I beat that guy, that freaking talking robot and put him on the freaking lava or green lava thingy, whatever. The ethers or whatever. That's the about as far as I can get. That's the furthest that I've played so far. And other than that, mostly just working on my paper and not really caring about the outside world. But unfortunately, you have to, because if you don't care about the outside world, you're a terrible person. If you only play video games at home, you're a terrible person because you don't care about the lives of the people who are being ruined by the current events. How dare you? Etc, etc. But we're going to talk about those bad takes in a bit. Let's get to the chat here. Billy. Oh, wanna give you were listed Appa. Surprisingly, he didn't so far, but he will. I'm not surprised if he did. I know this controversy, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Billy's trying to compete with Nixon for its longest list of enemies. When is Billy's gonna get therapy? Did you know that Marks and Pewds are raising charity for Black Lives Matter? Those looters. No, actually. PewDiePie specifically are not raising charity for those looters. He's raising charity for protesters as well. People who actually protest for the stuff. And not just the looters. The looters are actually just the looters are looters. They're working for themselves, but there are actually genuinely peaceful protests out there. So, you know who will fix this protester problem? The antagonist from Hatred. So let me get this straight. You don't like the looters, and you don't like people supporting the looters, but you do want the protagonist or the anti-hero of Hatred to come in and just shoot the living shit out of everybody. Well, not exactly the best solution to everything. But although I personally would go for a nuke myself instead of just one random guy to come in killing everybody, but not exactly effective. I'd say a nuke is more appropriate. Soon everything will be ashes. Yeah, I'd say get a nuke. or just unleash COVID to everybody. If you're that cynical, but I'm not that cynical. If appabend a traitor for the glorious communist revolution? I don't know. My friend's been joking he'd love to see Akuma go Satsuri no Hado at people after they tried to start shit in his town, but left soon after cause open carry state. Oof. He's not on the list based Appa. Not yet, anyway. Do you think that Markiplier is funding Black Lives Matter via donations? I haven't been paying attention to Markiplier, but I know PewDiePie, and I don't think he's funding specifically to the rioters themselves. This is going to be a wild stream. Well, I guess I know to see that Mark is woke. Well, Mark has been woke for a long time. If this is the first time you just noticed that Markiplier has been woke, well, unfortunately, bad news for you. But it's not a bad person. If he does quit, he dies of starvation and needs it. Let's see. Does anyone know about Mark and Pewds now? Yeah, why do you care so much about them? Rooster Teeth done fucked up yet again, this time due to a toxic work environment. Micah Burton, daughter of LeVar Burton, quit working for them, and her dad put him on blast. I haven't been paying attention to that one. They raise money for charity. Charities Black Lives Matter. So in other words, they funded looters. That's a very simplistic way of thinking. Not exactly. Not all the protesters are looters. Those looters are violent people and people who are part of racist groups and whatnot, going out there pretending to be Antifa and pretending to be part of the good protests so they could make Antifa and the good protesters look bad. Yeah. And this is why we can have nice things. My point is you can't paint everyone in those protests in the same brush. I could be wrong, but isn't looting still considered theft, which is illegal? I can only have cynical view on the situation. I don't care. I can only have a cynical view on the situation. Well, I can't blame you for having a cynical view on the situation, but still. I shift from apolitical to political since some topics are interesting. That one angry gamer when it comes to video games vary in his views. One of artists post quote Black Lives Matter, and if you don't agree, get out of here, lol. ACAB baby. Okay. Did you hear that the media is backpedaling on their shit takes regarding Alita and all of the sequel which the fans want? Not paying attention to that. Crossing fingers that we get the salt from the Kimba stance after the instant classic Your Movie Sucks franchise retrospective debunked their narrative. No, we won't. But good for Adam to actually debunk all of that. But we won't see all of the Kimba stans doing so because I'll let Adam do that because that's his video. That's his topic. So Kimba, what is this Kimba? Apparently, if you haven't seen Your Movie Sucks video, people accuse The Lion King for ripping off Kimba the White Lion because the story is very similar, except for the fact that Kimba the White Lion is like a series of animes and films and movies and everything like that with many tons and tons of episodes, whereas The Lion King is only one film. And people are accusing that Lion King is ripping off Kimba because they take very out of context episodes, very out of context screenshots, very out of context clips from the anime, and many animes. I mean, there are many animes, there are films, there are freaking series and everything like that, taking all of them out of context to prove that, to definitively prove that Lion King is ripping off Kimba, which is not true. Which is really not true, or at least according to the overall video. It's a very good video. You should go check it out. Lots of research in it. Lots of research being done by Adam right there. Disney talked to the CCP and now China says Simba came first. I hate when artists act that way. You're basically alienating half your audience. They get pissy when they actually unfollow or subscribe from you. That is true though. That is actually true. I don't like artists when artists coming in and say, hey, if you don't like my product, don't buy my product. And then they're like, why are you people not buying my product? It's like, well, you said it yourself. If you don't like what my opinions are, my opinions, if you don't like my opinions, don't buy my product. Well, we don't like your opinions, therefore we don't like your product. We don't want to buy your product. So if you have 2.5 hour free, watch Adam's video. Is fantastic. Yes. Said that. I actually get blocked by artists for daring to say opposing opinion. Well, what else is new? He's early, unlike Raging Golden Eagle. Oh yeah, I forgot. Shekels, donations, links right down below. And your name will be displayed on the scrolling wheel, on the scrolling thingy on the bottom because you have contributed into the growth of this channel. Thank you, my wonderful viewers. Anyway, where was I? Hey guys, I'm on vacation waiting for the grades to arrive. I made it. Hey everyone. Hi appabend, how are you? I'm doing very well myself. Thank you very much. Trying to finish up my script and my paper. Thankfully, the program that I'm actually trying to finish is not as complicated as I thought. Just a couple of Stack Overflow guys coming in and saying and giving help, but that's just that's just basically programmers these days. They use Stack Overflow instead of actual genuine skills. So I'm guessing someone tried to cancel you and called you a traitor. Not me specifically, but a lot of other people. And we'll get to that. Skyrim modders are remaking Skyrim. What else is new? Time to slay some boomers, zoomers, and liberals. How about appabend X Ryuji? I could wear Ryuji's shirt right now, but don't have time. I have the Shujin shirt at this moment. I'm not thinking of getting a physical version of King of Beasts comic. Appa, what is that song playing? I want it. Links down below. Sunspots. We did it, boys. Slow internet no more. I heard ABL watches videos, but not that specific video yet. What? Anyway, iBob official limited $3. Greetings, Appa. This Prophet Jonathan has returned. The Prophet Jonathan has returned. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming, ladies and gentlemen. Streamlabs right down below. Get the donation ready. Let's see. I'm tired of the riots. You can talk about the new tune cards from Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know about that. It's gonna be depressing, isn't it? Actually, no. It's gonna be funny. Because one angry boomer always gives us the best of laughs. He is so freaking stupid that you just can't help. You just can't help but to feel... Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. Trust me, it's getting funnier and funnier as time goes on. Even though it's a topic that's very recent, and I know a lot of people try to avoid this topic, but oh boy, it's funny. The boomer is very, very funny. Oh boy, it should be a good one. Appa, how does it feel to not being on the traders list? Disappointed. I want to be on the traders list. But since one angry boomer has made an entire article on me, calling me a centrist trademark, centrist cuck for supporting Sony or The Last of Us 2. I need citations on that, Billy, but apparently, or supporting the cultural communists who are trying to enter video games. I need citations on that, Billy. But apparently you have selective memory, so, anyway. I suppose that makes me an honorary traitor in Billy's eyes. For some reason, none of my messages were displayed in the previous meme streams. I think that's because the chat here, the chat that I'm using, the YouTube chat 2.0, only displays the top chat, whereas the live stream needs to display the live chat, where I'm displaying the live chat. So if your chat doesn't actually get displayed on the left, on this left right here, unfortunately, that's just how the system works, and that sucks. I want the live chat to be displayed instead of the top chat, so that YouTube doesn't censor all that shit. But I can't do shit. I'm sad that Tales of Christoria has been delayed. Make yourself green, Appa, or no donations for you. But why though? Nah, fam. Is this special someone Billy? Yeah, we'll get to that. Talk about some artists on Twitter or Instagram being assholes to their followers. Depends on which artists on Instagram. I don't have those on my PowerPoint. There are some artists who are talking about the usual lolis, pedophilia, and if you like lolis, you're a pedophile, etc. But we'll get to that in a bit. Okay. The riots are dumb short answer. The longer answer, well, some people may want to cause certain things to happen. This is done in the past, so history is repeating itself. I'm about to reread Better All Alone over our fanfiction. Better All Alone over on fanfiction. Great story. Cool. I'm playing right now Fate Extra Tamamok Route on emulator. Oh yeah, and also Pursuit Force. Good games. Hello Appa. Hello chat. I've been watching Kingdom. Don't worry, Appa, we looted that money. Why can't we have laser weapons on other cool sci-fi things? Because inventors need to be around. Also playing Dicey Dungeon. I'm biking to escape the internet. I've been playing Minecraft modded and I've been fapping to Bunny Walker Hentai. Cool. Been playing Xenoblade all week. 10 years later, still just as amazing of a game. Appa, do you play any gacha? No, not a fan. Honestly, 2020 is tiring. The only thing that's keeping me kind of excited is this new game coming out soon called Genshin Impact from the same people who made Honkai Impact 3rd. Cool. I've been listening to a lot of Yorusika. Their music is beautiful. Will the stream become potatoes again? Maybe not. Maybe not. Started reading Tsukihime. It's pretty good. Love you, Appa. No homo. Sup, my boy? I'm searching for some high-quality NTR doujins where the main character slays the thought and wins the day. But that's like searching for unicorns or finding logical liberals. Yikes. I don't use social media because it's garbage. Does that make me a bad person? No, that doesn't make you a bad person. As long as not using social media leads into the betterment of your mental health, that is perfectly fine. I am perfectly endorsing that. I endorse anybody who is attempting to improve their mental health and make sure to stay positive despite all of the many bad things that are happening around the world. Billy is now known by the normies. Gamers will never escape the ridicule. Now they really will be oppressed. I could care less if it happened to them. If I had the power to self-control Thanos, I would fix the world. I'm terrible because I'm not fun of Civil War 2 Electric Boogaloo. I've been playing Total War Warhammer. I have have played the Total War title, if so, thoughts. I've only played Total War Shogun 2, but only briefly and get just like on the tutorial level because actually I just have no interest to the Total War in general. So PC kind of died on the phone, streaming to my Switch. Pretty nice solution, to be honest. Cool. US are going to regret calling for protests when COVID cases skyrocket. Yes, the COVID cases will skyrocket. I just want to go back on social media when I'm seeing all this crap and toxic stuff. Yeah, maybe put yourself in a cryo chamber and wait for the next 10 years or 5 years or actually 20 years before you see even more craziness happening. And you kind of regretted that decision because you missed a lot of good stuff in the past 10, 20 years. So the problem is that looters or rioters have been let out of jail too. Yeah. And whose fault is that? The cops. Or is it the cops? Or is it the people who build them? Either way, the system is fucked. Getting into Kata Sojo, I only to finish Rin's route, but I don't even know how to start it. Hell of a ride. Lily got the most emotional responses out of me. Rin inspired me to take track. Cool. That is very cool. As for me, I've been listening to some good old Judas Priest. Crawling in my crawl. Can we start Third Impact now? Yeah, just nuke it and reset population solves the problem. Yeah, or do my suggestion. I would say I would apply Sturgeon's law to pretty much like 90% of human beings. 90% of human beings are trash. Only 10% of them are actually genuinely good, genuinely worth saving for humanity. That's why Thanos like, yeah, we should snap everybody. But unfortunately, that would be a very subjective. That would be a very subjective snap. So you have to determine if that person fits within your criteria, fits within your standards. So unfortunately, that's a bit difficult to do. So that's why Thanos is like, yeah, I'm just gonna wipe out 50% of the population, completely no discriminatory, absolutely fair to everybody, or at least in his way of thinking it's fair. So anyway, I've been playing Pokemon Mystery Dungeon DX. I'm almost at the end of the main story. I almost time for Armageddon in game. Also, does hatred end in a nuke anyway? Actually, I haven't played that, so I don't know if that actually happens. A nuke, what is this, Fallout? Moves warring triad out of balance. By attacking a business, the looters decided that their lives are worth less than the property of that business's owner. Hashtag Roof Koreans 2020. It's actually more than just hashtag Roof Koreans 2020. There are also Roof Arabs. There are Roof Asians in general. It's not Koreans specifically, there are Roof Asians as well. It's kind of interesting the amount of people who are defending their properties. And I love the Roof Arabs in particular. The fact that they chant out some random Arabic gibberish, and then people are freaking scared, especially when they have a freaking gun on them. Nuke, pff, that's weak. What you really need is a meteorite to hit the Earth. Sure. I work 10 hours a day at an essential job shipping. Everything you buy online is in the fucking seat with no waters. When I'm done, I'm going home or I'm killing somebody. I've also been obsessed with Animal Crossing and working on a Bang Dream Dojin. As long as it's not a Tifa, it's okay. Riot's bad, protesters good. Let's see. Nice conspiracy. Hey Appa, the Prophet iBob official is here. Monster Girls, fucking rioters, fix this. Seriously, fuck Antifa and every single brainlet who defends them, supports them, or endorses them. I know that most companies and content creators are virtue signaling to get brownie points, but labeling them as traitors of America, that's getting out of hand, one angry boomer. Yeah, that's my point. We'll get to that in a bit. Actually, in a while. Those protesters want to remove police totally, using the all cops are bastards. That's why I mentioned antagonists from hatred. Antagonists also use nukes, so I pretty much confirm your point. Hold on a second. Those protesters want to remove police totally. Really? All of them? All of the protesters want to remove police, or do they want to fix the police system? The system, because the system is bad. All right, if you're saying that all of them, well, nah, I'm pressing X on that one. So, some of them, I do believe that some of them subscribe to the all cops are bastard or the ACAP mentality, but all of them? Good or rated Final Fantasy VII, bad or rated Ocarina of Time. Please tell me we're going to talk about One Angry Boomer. Yes. You don't need to make Antifa look bad when they make themselves look bad for years. Americans, remember to vote Giant Meteorite this November. That is true. So Alpha has declared that Billy has lost his mind to hear May's more after his traitors list. Are you part of Billy Bob's traitor of America list? Not yet. Maybe I will. But I kind of on the honorary, I suppose, because he made an entire article on me. I am a very special traitor. Looters be like, hey, I'm helping. Yeah, well, either way, Kimba and Lion King are both basically Hamlet. Lion King is Disney Ham. Actually, not really. Not really. Depends on the episode. That's like saying That's like saying Black Lagoon is about fighting Nazis. Yeah, I guess for one episode. There are 2 hours video YouTube debunking Lion King ripped off Kimba. Most of the clips are actually from a Kimba movie that came after Lion King. It sounds like you've not heard ACAB before. I've heard ACAB. Don't worry. Pretty much that one angry gamer is just wanting gaming to not end up the same way as the movies. Although if said video games are made by skilled people, a character's things that they enjoy their make sense. I can't make sense what they're saying. Also, not cop a freaking auto scroll. Also, not cops are bad. My grandfather is a retired detective and he's kind man. However, I do believe there should be a reform. There you go. Have you played trading card games? I haven't played trading card games. I only play with pirated Pokemon cards from a flea market. Good. Don't like it, don't buy it. So the Battlefield 5 philosophy. Yeah. Wearing a Shujin t-shirt today. Yes. People see similarities and they will scream plagiarism for the stupidest reasons. Anime studios and Disney sometimes do take inspiration from each other. Try seeing some 60s anime stuff as examples. Yeah. That doesn't mean that Lion King ripped off Kimba. You must avenge my death, Kimba. I mean Simba. Old news I know, but anyone watch the Smiling Friends pilot? I haven't seen that. Only in fan art can I see something like a shiny nympho gypsy Gardevoir with Tourette's and I like it. Mega Gamer 1988 donated $5. With all the bullshit that has occurred the last week, I wouldn't be surprised if World War III kicked off in the near future. Well, considering that most of the issues that are happening outside have been mostly centered in America, and it doesn't exactly incite conflict within any other nation as far as I know, not exactly World War III, more like America War III, or Civil War III, or Civil War II, 3. How many civil wars have we been in? It depends on the person. Anyway, thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. What's the countdown for? The countdown is for the time where we reach the point where we talk about the streams, talk about the memes. This is a time where I do Q&A with you guys on the chat. Bethesda modders are making Bethesda games. Persona 5's Mishima voice actor blocked on Twitter and it's my fault. Anyways, how's life? What happened? Your thoughts on Kiwi Farms potentially shutting down? Why? Hint, the one who level people traders goes for a similar name as an individual piss player. iBob official related to $2. Bear in mind, mostly early age anime art styles are based on Scrooge McDuck comics. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Anyway, you talk about finishing your papers and scripts, and here I am reading legal cases, and God never got into family law without at least 30 liters of vodka and 50 bottles of antidepressant. Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of your family members suggest you to become a certain person in a very significant government or a very significant job. Like, say, a lot of people in my family encourage each other to become doctors so that we don't need to pay for doctors. We can have a doctor at home or something along those lines. Nah. Not exactly gonna work. What is your take? What's your take in this phrase? Maybe AMD is good in price, but Intel is best in gaming performance. That's generally true for everything. So what is that sad song from Catherine? That's called Love is Over or something along those lines. One Angry Boomer makes Alex Jones look sober. Did you see IGN's awful review of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition? They called Dunban Duncan. I haven't seen that one, or at least I've seen it when I haven't played the game. I've seen it, but I haven't read it. So, anyway, neither wouldn't have the money or care enough to fly your country anyways. There's literally nothing wrong with making lists of people who supports riots and looting. Do they support riots and looting? That's the question, though. That's the question. What the fuck, Jollibee? Play Tears of Rage 4. Why? Not interested. Billy needs to get a life, preferably one that doesn't involve reading about wokeness when it may and may not even exist. Fuck your top chat, YouTube. But literally all of my messages besides my first one got censored, apparently. It's a great nostalgic game. What, Streets of Rage 4? Okay. There are moments where you're playing Trail Saga that makes you say no, fam. Many times. A couple of times, but I can't think of one in my head. Not now, at least. Also, great news. Jake Paul is in jail like he deserves. There you go. I'm an artist trying to make a dent on Twitter. It seems that I am unimpressive. Any guilty pleasures anime you like? Eromanga Sensei. That's the one that came to the top of my head. Fate Extra is the best part of Fate. Can we send Ornstein and Smog after the looters? Just finished Wind Waker HD in hero mode. Extra is good, but I love Stay Night. I started Kingdom and it's a South Korean zombie series. Oh yeah, I remember that one. Best part of Fate is Melty Blood. Been watching Ninja Sentai Kakuranger these past 2 days. Cool. Tsukihime is Fate before Fate was cool or even existed. I guess. Have you ever heard Nintendo DS game called Hotel Dust? I heard it's a really good game. I haven't. I use social media because my friends wanted me to. Well, I suppose it is one of the ways for you to communicate with your people online. Now it's just a 2D fighting game franchise, but did it have more sex scenes than all of Fate? Ever watched Kuroinu? Great anime. I haven't seen Kuroinu. Howdy friend, have you seen Yandere Dev's reaction to Yandere Simulator being a banned game on Twitch? I haven't, but that sounds dope. That sounds funny. Hey Appa, I've been playing all the free games released over the past few months and watching anime. Also playing Dragon Age Inquisition right now. Cool. I honestly don't want Billy to be more known. He makes us look like idiots. I bet they'll blame the overflow of COVID on Trump. Appa, have you seen Danganronpa? You mean I have played Danganronpa? I played Danganronpa, not my thing. It's not. In other news, I've been watching Kyoryu Sentai Zero Ranger lately. FYI is the basis of the first season of Mighty Morphin Power Ranger. Cool. I'm only using Twitter for research reasons. Wink, wink. It was the state government's fault. Who wants to purge some heretics? Third impact it is. Are you in that 10%? Maybe, maybe not. Depending. Depends. It depends. Appa is worth saving. Well, I don't know. That depends on you, viewers. Once cops are removed, those protesters will beg for them to come back. Once violence, anarchy erupts. That's why I mentioned the antagonist antagonists from hatred. Once cops are removed, those protesters will beg them to come back. And once violent anarchy erupts, that's why I mentioned antagonists from hatred. Okay. Angel Troy donated $1. I did a little sneak peek of One Angry Boomer's trader list, and my god, it's long. I just leave until the meme stream starts. Here's some shekels. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Appa, is it true that Psychopath Seasons 2 sucks ass? From what I've heard from a lot of people, at least, it sucks ass. The first season is the only one that's worth it, apparently. But I've only watched the first season, so... Or at least I haven't finished the first season. I've only watched a couple of episodes. I haven't finished it. Best people are people who are playing Moral Guardian on an effing hentai site. Those moral fag and hentai comment sections are hilarious. Kek, well, don't browse the hentai comment section. It's just trash, unfortunately. Have you watched Tower of God? Tower of God, I haven't seen it. Well, not on roof, but still Russian guards. If I recall correctly, hatred ends with the detonation of a nuclear plant. This is the outcome that happens no matter what. All right, well, I haven't played the game, so because the game's trash. Don't forget Latin Kings, a Latino gang in Chicago also defending property. With all these rooftops, you think RA was involved? Toby Fox is on the list, right? Yes, apparently. People think Nintendo has gone woke because of the matter things. Because of the matter thing, have they really gone woke? I disagree. Yeah, apparently because they do a couple of things that automatically means that actually that depends what you mean as woke in general. Nope, they want to remove all of them. They are saying that they want the police to be abolished. But no, police means complete and utter chaos. We need some order. The Minneapolis City Council is discussing disbanding police office. Wait, hold on a second. Nope, they want to remove all of them. They, define they. The looters, the looters. I definitely believe the looters would say they want to remove all the cops because the cops are just basically a hindrance to them. But PewDiePie, Markiplier, Linus Tech Tips, Lazy Game Reviews. I don't think any of those people are saying that we should just abolish cops entirely. I mean, you can not like them all they want, but having them say that we should disband all cops in general, bit of a reach. Anyway, the problem with the situation is everybody's cherry picking. Both sides are wrong. Ugly Bastard is best hentai tag. Changed my mind. Your mind is already corrupted. Not both worth changing. Well, what's your favorite fighter in your favorite fighting game? I've only played Tekken. I can't exactly pick on my favorite fighting game. I've only played Tekken, and I only play Xiaoyu. That's it. I want to main Zafina next. My dad was a cop, not American, but he thinks all cops are bastards, but they work when they need to. Actually, the funny thing about the mentality of ACAB, all cops are bastards, it really depends on country. It really depends on country too. Some countries have very strict special forces cops training. Some countries have very lax cops training. Yeah, depending on the training, that's one that's training, and two, the corruption of the system in general. Actually, just America in general, America's cop system in general is just really, really bad. It's corrupt. So they want to defund the police and make Antifa a police force. Define day. No cops mean more crimes, idiots. Is it bad that I'm sick of receiving all of this Black Lives Matter discussion? I get constantly bombarded by it on YouTube, and most entertainment YouTubers start virtue signal. So hard, I want Poochie to reset the universe. Appa, why did you get a fake identity and run for US president? But why though? I'm not a leader material. Abolish the police is a common phrase thrown in those protests. Protests or Depends on which protest. Hi, Papa. I have an update for you. I finished One Piece 10th out of 20 season. I basically watched 41% of the series. Can I get some yays in the chat? Yay. Minnesota wants to abolish the police, so the weirdest thing are still about to come. Let's see. Monster Girls would fix the rioters. Imagine all of them made a sexy fake monster girl on each other if they stop. Geeks Plus Gamers made a video saying Nintendo bent the knee. If One Angry Gamer had an article for you, then where's the video of you refuting your article? Where's the video of you refuting your article? It's a stream of me refuting my article. Maybe you missed that. Go to that centrist trademark stream. And I don't care about calling One Angry Boomer that because he actually was called that in the website I read. Mega Gamer 1988 donated $1. During the Rodney King riots, the police were told to leave or stand down. After a few hours or a few days, they actually begged the police to return, and the first GOP mayor in 30 years was elected in LA. I'm not familiar with that, so thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. I don't believe in ACAB. Last night, I went downstairs to feed the cats and saw the police in front of my apartment, greeted them, and they greeted me back, saying that it's gonna be busy. Cool. What's your opinion? The Virgin ACAB versus the chat ABAP. All bastards are police? What's ABAP? Morning, Appa. Do we have a lot of spicy news today? Some? Don't finance Elon Musk for cat girls. Finance redacted. Instead, they promise monster girls, demon girls, and soon end of the world. Have you seen Poketoon? It's a Pokemon short in the style of an old Looney Tunes cartoon. It's pretty good. Cool. You need to hear Zach's beautiful little goblin voice. Okay. Imagine someone making private server on Battlefield 5, then modding the client, making it historically accurate, who will also add in missing Russian faction content. Cool. I actually knew Lion King wasn't a ripoff because I've seen the movies before. Also, there's human interaction in Kimba. Lion King has no human characters. Yeah. Pretty much any game made by skilled people, the characters' interests, the characteristics, etc. should matter. Also, internet's lagging or PC. Excuse me. Imagine asking what the timer river is in 2020. I wonder if movie theater would make a comeback after this lockdown. It's the final countdown. Rioters want to order 66 to cops to clear for their takeover. Hey, Appa, did you ever play card games within the game like Bazak in KOTOR or Caravan in New Vegas? Only the new version. What's that? I forgot what it's called in Cold Steel 3. Was it the Blades? Not the Blades. The one that's basically Hearthstone. Yeah. Brace yourself, the ACABers are going to compare themselves to fictional characters and claim that they support their narratives. There's one! There's one in the meme. We'll get to that. I sent you a DM of a small group trying to cancel kids shows because they have good cops characters. That's dumb. I'm not popular enough to be on the traitors list. We need to witness the end. Do you think most of these companies that are virtue signaling have gone woke? Do you think Disney have gone woke? Do you think Sony have gone woke? Do you think I don't know. Name any sorts of companies that have gone woke at this point. Do you think all of them virtue signaling all of this have gone woke? Well, self-explanatory, but that depends on the company, really. While other person is doing Kimba vs. Simba review, you can watch Shinobi03's review about Kimba vs. Simba. Okay. Was this about traders? Been watching Blade of the Immortal. It's great that the fights are great too. Typical Asian parents' expectations. Well, China and India may soon go to war against each other, so we may still get a world war. The protest riots have spread other Western nations, which is why I said I wouldn't be surprised. I hate people saying white people are this or that. I have family members who are white that aren't this assholes the first world trying to convince. Pikachu and Snorlax are your last hope. My brother wants to know what your favorite stand is. My favorite stand? Why can I go for myself? Can I go for my own stand? Because I can't exactly pick on my favorite stand out of all the JoJo stands that I'm seeing. What's that violent song you have on your soundboard? This one? This one? That's from SpongeBob. The one where Mr. Crab plays that sad violin. You should Google that. You should find it. Inco, $91. Hey, Appa, taking on exercise. My motivation to do are Donkey Kong and anime titties. Actually, I need to exercise because I'm getting fatter too. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Which fighting games you like to play the most? Tekken. Just Tekken. Carnival Phantasm is the best thing that Fate-related, followed by Extra and Melty Blood. Yandere Band laughs in Crush. Netflix is gonna make a live-action movie or TV series of Cowboy Bebop, face being toned down and less smoky to cater to current year's sensitivities. Well, what else is new? You know what? It is time for Exterminatus! Appabend is 2020 the boss of all the bad years. I suppose. Season 2 was really bad and no overall effect on the world. We need White Appa. Serious question, if there's an Appa-chan, would she be Loli or Ara Ara? I've been drawn on both. How about you choose your preferences? My old reliable headphones for 3 years are starting to break. I'll get some new ones soon. Well, go ahead and get some new ones soon. Did you know that an early build of Dead Island 2 just got leaked? I have no idea. The only good thing that came out of American writers is the fact that they showed the Russian ribblers who jerk off the Western world that the said world aren't perfect beauty as they claim. For Yoni Hamirarete, check it out. It has only 2 episodes, I believe. What do you think about the current year protests and riots? Is it bad? See my previous video. Some already want the police for help. There's the video where the old... freaking auto-scroll. There's a video where the old man ran out of his car with his large claw glove to chase the protesters for throwing items at him. Yeah, I saw that. That was freaking weird. I think Nintendo made the post to get the fringe left off their back. Yeah. Yeah, actually, yeah. I suppose you can say that Nintendo made that post so that none of these people coming into social media and storm them and back them off. Unfortunately, they have to cater into that. So, woke as in cater to the SJWs. How would they cater to the SJWs? By parroting the same messages that they would parrot. There are so many ways for you to cater to an SJW. So many depends. If the zombie apocalypse came, what weapons would you use? Anything that would not break easily. Looks like Angry Gamers List is just a hate list. Hey, Appa, just playing Saints Row the Third to escape from the madness in real life. Was not ACAB a movie from 2004? I don't know. I know the phrase ACAB, but how's the police in your country? The police in my country is dancing to some Bollywood tunes, but actually that was a while ago. But yeah, there's that. But police in my country is fine. For the most part, is fine. It can be wholesome sometimes, but there are times where they are pretty freaking bad. But actually, it's a bit of a mixed bag in general. So NTR plus Ugly Bastard are 2 lovers that will never break up. Oof. Something I find weird is most ACAB people are also anti-gun. Another question, which is better for PC gaming, computer or laptop? Depends. Are you traveling? Are you traveling from one place into another? If so, get a laptop. If you're staying in one place, get a PC. Simple as that. It's obvious, but I just want to say that even though not all cops are bad, it is completely evident that the justice system is completely fucked up. There you go. You can believe in multiple things, guys. Also, Lego wanting to stop selling police and firefighter sets while protests are going. Look at Baltimore, they already asked the cops back. Also, don't expect pro-gun control to come anytime soon. Come on, Appa, don't you know no cops mean no crime? Vote to be your anime pope. Few hours until new episode of Kaguya, can't wait. Have you seen the Martin Scorsese film Silence? I actually haven't seen that. I want to see that. I have it on my hard drive. I haven't actually seen that. Vantage Master, there you go. What's the oldest film you've ever seen? I suppose Seven Samurai. That's the one film that is the oldest one that I can think of that I've seen. But that's actually one of my favorite films. I love that film. Vantage Masters, also waiting for Cold Steel 4 is killing me. What is the longest feature film you've ever seen? I don't know. Maybe I can't think of one actually. I know films that are long, like any of the Martin Scorsese films are pretty long. Yeah, those are the ones I can think of. They don't go woke, they just chase those PR points for their bottom line. Corporations does what corporations gotta do. I'm a traitor of America because I don't live in America. No, I think most of these companies or people are not virtue signaling for points. I think they're doing it so they can hope the mobs don't go after them. My opinion. Hey Appa, have you played rogue games like dungeon crawlers? If so, what are your favorites? I've only played, if roguelike games, I've only played Dead Cells. That's the only one. But anyway, I've been playing Duck Game. Cool. Boo-hoo, let me play you a song of the smallest violin in the world. I've seen people comparing themselves to World War II soldiers for punching Nazis. Well, what else is new? I have 2 Fake Go accounts and I get all the top tier servants in my free-to-play accounts, while my paid account has all the servants I love story-wise. Do you think I should give my brother one of my accounts? I don't know. Why do you play Fate Go in general? Where do you get the why sound? That's from Futaba, a compilation of Futaba sound clips. Futaba said why or why. That's Futaba. Just Google Futaba sound clips, you should find it. Doing multiple things this evening. Just started Ao no Kiseki. So far, the fucking Olivier's intro made my stomach hurt a lot. Olivier's is awesome. Which historical figure would you like to see in Fate Go? Mine would be George Washington and Gandhi. Why? My aunt and uncle are coming down to visit me. They had to leave their home for a while because there are riots going on near the neighborhood. I fixed my wireless headphones. My right headphone wires got cut next to the headphone arc knee, but I welded the broken part. Works now well. Cool. How would you describe the Prince of Egypt? I haven't seen Prince of Egypt, actually. Reddit has changed their app symbol to black. Yeah, I saw that. That was... Why? Regardless of the politics, I like the change, but that's because I'm an edgelord and I like black. Here's your fun fact for today. Tatsumaki only needs one more image on Gilbert to reach 2,000. Hey! Someone should bring Senator Armstrong into the real world to go after the limp pansy politicians. Who's Naruto's best girl? That's a very broad question. There are so many girls in Naruto. Actually, my view counts. I'm feeling my view counts. Please refresh that. With the disasters going on happening in the world, a rainy day is much more peaceful to look at them, to look at the stuff happening besides the rain. Don't you agree? Yeah? Steam is dying in me. Rest in peace. Not really. Steam is fine on my end. I hate LEGO for discontinuing niche sets. Chima, Mars, Agents, Rock Raiders, Exoforce, Alpha Team, but Virtue Signaling is a breaking point. So far, so good to stream on my end. World-renowned philosopher Filter made a video about NTR where he discusses his love for the tag. Weird. Minneapolis want to replace cops with guidance counselors. Why? Hello, Appa in chat. There's a documentary film called The Act of Killing. It's a movie that details Indonesian yeah, I've actually know. I know about that documentary, The Act of Killing, and one I forgot the other one. It's a movie that details Indonesian figures who committed ghoulish atrocities in the past. Yeah, I've heard about that one. I've heard about the film. I actually haven't seen that, but I do want to see it. Have you seen Glipnir? What is Glipnir? Are you gonna talk about the morons that raided an Apple store? There's one of those raids where I go, you know what? I guess Apple deserved it. I did not play Fate Go to the dojo, though the dojins are lit. Unpopular personal opinion, point of view, use trash mobile games as 3D asset database, take raids model into SFM, and have fun for free. It's not a bad suggestion. Why Gandhi? Because nuclear Gandhi. Well, you can just play Civilization for that. Try to play Fate Go. It's the first time I've been glad my region stopped me. Hey Appa, can you recommend an anime or manga where the main character starts off as happy-go-lucky guy, but slowly breaks when everyone around him uses his kindness for way too much? Isn't that basically Steins Gate? kind of Steins Gate, but not really. I can't think of an anime that has that plot. Although that is a very good plot. We need Armstrong. Let's commit blackface in order to stop racism. Yeah, I saw that. That was dumb. Fate Go needs a Longinus welding lance Hitler. They're lucky that they never had to deal with the true Nazis. They'd be crying in fear. Unlike the US Nazis, they don't care about the laws. I can imagine Gandhi and Fate attacking people with nukes. Should I play Trails in the Sky 1, Strange Journey, or Persona 1 first? Depends. Do you like story-based romance sort of journey? Then go for Trails in the Sky. Do you like something a little bit more lighthearted than Trails in the Sky? If you want something more occult, more darker, or something more demonic, go for Strange Journey and Persona 1 in particular. But if you like the high school setting, at least. Strange Journey if you want the military stuff. After this pandemic, are you up for boycotting China? Implying that I don't before. Can't even look at the game library. But unfortunately, the thing is, you can't exactly boycott China because a lot of the products that we're using right now, a lot of the products that we make right now are made in China, and it's gonna be difficult doing that. So, if you were an anime protagonist, which genre would you fit in the most? I should say, if I were an anime protagonist, I take a battle royale genre. I take a battle royale genre. I do want to participate in a battle royale where I basically did nothing. I don't really kill people. I just only sometimes accidentally kill people and somehow win the game, just like the battle royale film. Anyway, sorry I'm late. I was playing Human Fall Flat with other people. Was enjoying it a bit too much. Hey, Human Fall Flat was I really like it. It's a nice little fun. Hello? Is the stream back? Is the stream back? Hello? Is the stream back? It just briefly got disconnected. It just briefly got disconnected and it just boop. And then it just goes back. Don't know what's going on with that one. Don't know what's going on with that one. The internet just went boop. And then and it's just back for some reason. What's going on? What's going on, internet? You've been a consistent. The connection has been consistent there, but apparently the internet decided oop, and oop, and I just got disconnected for some reason. NTR doujins usually have great art. Pressing X on that one. You can't make your own anime because you need to know how to draw and don't have hand tremors. Can't believe I made it. Boycotting China implies no more PC building. Some content creators like Raging Little Eagle really hate those game companies. Do these virtue signaling that they would recommend to make your own. Sorry if I said this. Yeah, sure. But the problem is, here's the thing. The one thing that you need to understand is the the act of boycotting certain companies because they decided to do things that you don't agree with is an act of activism in a sense. And unfortunately, and this is going to apply to pretty much every company that exists in planet Earth, not every company in planet Earth is going to cater to every single thing that you will do. There are going to be one or two companies. Actually, no. Every single company is going to disagree with you in some way. It's going to make a move that you don't like. It's going to make a move that you disagree with. So either you support companies based on their activism, based on their political stance on certain things, or you support companies based on the products that they made. I generally just support companies based on the products that they made. Because if they decided to virtue signal on things, well, that's really dumb. But if their products is still very good, then I can't exactly complain. I mean, if I coming into the stream, not just means, but let's take a niche company. Let's say Nihon Falcon, for example, coming in as a tweeting Black Lives Matter or something along those lines. I'm like, I just shrug. I just shrug. Okay, I suppose it's a topical thing. It's okay. It's dumb, I guess, that they virtue signal to cater it to those people, but I still like their games. I still like the products that they made. That's still at the end of the day what I genuinely care for because I'm a gamer and I'm not an activist. But you can put yourself in a position of an activist and try to boycott every single thing, every company that does the moves that you disagree with, the same way One Angry Gamer did. And in the end, you're gonna have basically little to no companies that you're going to support because they always will do things that you don't like and do things that you disagree with. So you're going to have to pick companies based on your political choice or pick it based on the products that they made. I generally pick it on the products that they made, and I'm generally a lot happier that way because unfortunately picking companies based on, say, political opinions or the activism that they did on Twitter or whatever is not exactly healthy, as we're going to see in a bit. So yeah, blame YouTube. Stream came back to the Pokemon. Great, now we have to worry about the intro fucking things up again. Let's get right back to the memes. You're back. Appa streams internet, guess I'll die. Speaking of China, Tencent really pulling a Disney buying every company under the sun. 25 minutes left until meme stream. Appa, meme stream looks desaturated. Really? 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 Not in my eyes, no. You know what is desaturated? This is desaturated. This is desaturated. There you go. Now that you see right there, that is a desaturation. Now I am finally embracing. You know what? Maybe this is one of the ways for me to activism. Here's one of the ways for me to contribute into the activism. There you go. There you go. There you go. That's one of the ways for me to contribute into this activism, ladies and gentlemen. I have finally turned myself. Put the black face on me. I mean, isn't that basically what every company is trying to do? That they smear all of their everything is black. They smear their logo is black. They smear their everything is black. Their profile picture is black. They send black everything just to say Black Lives Matter. But what they're actually doing is blackface. Isn't that the beautiful irony of this entire situation? Anyway, where was I? 69.5k subs. Actually, the funny thing is, that's keep on downgrading. It's the subscriber numbers keep on dwindling down. And honestly, I'm fine with that. I'm not exactly aiming for the clout or whatever. I'm just doing what I like to do on the internet, and I just so happen to get paid for it, which is cool. Thank you so much, guys. You guys are amazing. And donations, by the way, links in the description. NTR Dojin, but it's bait and switch, where we think that the husband will get cucked but it is the wife who gets chucked for cheating on her husband, and husband sleeps with wife's lover mother. What? Though this series is underrated, you don't have to choose products or activism. People can just have limits. What do you think about the Amico? Amico? What is Amico? I play Fit Go because it's good written and it's from high quality from mobile games, even though chances for waifus are smaller than my D. And there you go. There you go. There you go. Streams fucking up. Oh, streams fucking up. There you go. Have to lower the bitrate, guys. It just randomly disconnects. I have no idea why. I'm just gonna randomly disconnect. I guess I'll die. The internet just went, I guess I'll die. I just randomly disconnect. I guess I'll die. Oh man, coming in, the stream just keeps on disconnecting like it always did. Gotta keep on lowering the bitrate. The stream just said, I guess I'll die. Freaking. Oh man. Okay, so stream is back. Is the stream back? Because I'm recording this entire thing. That means that okay. It just randomly disconnects. It's my router's coming. It's like, nah fam, you're dead. Router's coming in. It's like, nah fam, you're dead. I guess I'll die. I guess I'll die. I guess I'll die. I just guess I'll die. I guess I'll die. So internet should be back right now because apparently the cable connecting to the router is not connected properly, and therefore that's what's causing the entire hoopla, the entire internet. So this should be fine. So no, the internet should be fine right now. The cable that connects to the router is messing up. So just need to do a little bit of tweak on that and it should be fine for now. Maybe it decides that, hey, I'm just gonna decide to boom, hey. Internet's just gonna die. But hey, at least if you're looking at the HD version of the stream, you're gonna witness everybody just putting on the chat, pressing the F button, etc, etc. Anyway, continue with the questions, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully the stream should be back right now. Stream should be back right now. And hopefully no issues. Let's see. Lol, one angry gamer keeps saying, at least this company doesn't say Black Lives Matter, but then people keep showing up showing they actually did. It was great. Exactly. You're gonna need to find the limits between activism, between standing up to your beliefs and actually consuming products in general. Because if you want to keep on standing to your belief, if you want to keep on standing to your activism, etc., unfortunately, you're going to find out that not everybody is going to agree with your activism. And therefore, the more and more you try to push into this activism side, the more and more you make yourself depressed, the more and more you make yourself unhappy and have a cynical worldview about the world. And that's why I suggest, instead of rather being an activist all the freaking time, I mean, you can be. It's just that, well, you can't exactly... No. Freaking headphone got disconnected. And you can't exactly have a point in which you, what do you call it? You can't exactly keep on doing that all the time. You're going to depress yourself. You're going to stress yourself out. And I'd rather you not do that. So, correction, my internet's made of redstone. No. It's my router. It's decided to mess up again. Appa turns to Taste Zonde, now sing Chocolate Rain. I like the black. All around me, your familiar faces. Should have done the Razer fisting. What is the Razer fisting? I pick what I chose to play. However, games being censored because this bad, it's annoying. Kraft is making black cheese square. Trying to boycott a company because they have different opinion than yours doesn't make you any better than the activists that you complain about, in my opinion. That's actually a reasonable take. That is true. If gaming goes live service streaming only, playing games from Gen 8 and earlier. What's you wankas? What's up for what the bloody hell just happened? Hey Appa, you should try Lobotomy Corporation. It's a really SCP-like management game, and I swear most OK company donating is Pokemon. At least they're actually donating. Really? Just Pokemon? Amico is the new gaming system coming out in 10/10/20. I'm not paying attention to that. What are your thoughts on Rooster Teeth reforming after what's going on? I'm not paying attention to Rooster Teeth, so What gacha games you once played or still played? I haven't played any gacha games. I like reviewing fanfiction for fun when it's something like that one Batman fanfic involving Damien and Timothy playing chess, or a story based around reality show them all. That's my fanfiction. That's my fanfiction. Damien and Timothy playing chess, that's my fanfiction. No, for real, that is actually my fanfiction. A fanfiction that I made years ago. How is that an intended commentary on me? For April Fool's, commission an artist to draw a whitewashed female version of your avatar and spend the entirety of the video clip flopping between extremely racist and extremely Twitter. Huh. Appa is deado. Rest in peace, meme review. Does this mean we'll have to go to Twitch? Are you using Streamlabs? I had similar problems with the program. I am not using Streamlabs. I am using the original OBS because I cannot connect to Streamlabs literally every single time. It's just trash. Appa's router. Omaiwa Moshideru. No, I'm saying Omaiwa Moshideru. And then the router's like, Nani? I thought I was watching an Appa stream. Turns out it was a Watami stream all wrong. App internet powered by a hamster and an exercise wheel. 144-piece stream. Have you seen the book covers where they make every major character black? I've seen the one with Anna Karina. Apparently Russian people are black. Does that mean we have the N-word pass? To be fair, Fate Go is really better in terms of sprites, new heroes, but I don't like the developers that much and drop percent. Let me say Amico trying its own thing, the console that costs $250 or $300 if you get the proper version of the console and it being sold at GameStop website. What are you saying? Appa, why do I feel dead inside? Lol pog. One Angry Gamer needs to cool down some time. This week on Dumb Takes, some guy on YouTube post made by Napalm Records regarding riots said that metal roots belong in African culture. Huh. I would just advise against supporting companies who straight up hate and disrespect their fan base or customers. There are a lot of companies that do that. Actually, there are only a few companies that do that. Actually, there's some. Depending on the hoopla. Recently got Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. Cool. Any game official soundtrack you love to listen? My English Yakuza 0. Anything from Neon Falcom really. Their soundtrack is fucking dope. Fuck you, I was right. I don't think that's the one they're referring to. Gaming will never go streaming only. Stadia's failure should be an indication for that. Once gaming industry becomes streaming only, people should establish indie factories to manufacture indie hardware. You've read Berserk and are seen the animes, right? I'm not, because they never finished that shit. So people who steal and destroy other people's stuff need to be shot. No questions asked. Yeah. Oh my god, I just read a webtoon hentai about fat guy going in a sex gym. Okay. By the way, to my Fit Go fellows, I'm happy I got Summer Mo on first try. My SQ is safe for the rest of the summer rolls. Skadi, Napoleon, Summer Jian, and Nobu. 15 minutes left until meme stream. I need to read that Damien and Tim play chess fanfic. Is that fanfic so popular? Why is that fanfic so popular? It's just a fanfic that I made. Speaking of Lobotomy Corporation, the developer of that game recently released an early access to the library of Ruinia, a semi-sequel to Lobotomy Corporation. The trailer music is catchy as fuck. I admit One Angry Gamer is pretty fun to be on. A bit of what they cover is if something got censored or woke with that sin. The problem is, anyone else have covered it, and I would rather not have it covered by One Angry Gamer. Oh, then I guess I'll not tell you that I did reading on it. Well, shifty eyes, I regret nothing. I have to say this, but One Angry Gamer hating Black Lives Matter movement is kind of like he's hating himself. I like Amazing Lucas's stream discussing the situation. It ranges from two guys having civil and nice discussion on the matter to losers grasping at straws to prove their point. I'm not paying attention to that. Is One Angry Gamer still in the closet? I suppose. I'm pretty much annoyed how Twitter Germany has devolved into everything is political, racism against white doesn't exist, then backpedaling into present context, and how dare you not care about it. I love Odowa's and Majora's Mask, really dope boss. At least avoid a lot of Konami, Activision Blizzard, and EA stuff. That is a very good standard. Lucas isn't one of the losers, just the clowns who call in. Read Berserk? No. Not sorry. Abba's internet be like, dame yo. Someone tweeted about a guy suggesting a segregation to stop racism. Wow. Isn't that amazing? Lucasfilm is a perfect example of a company disrespecting their fan base. Fat guy in a sex gym, Nani Safaku. I print some self-made Force of Will cards to play Fate Go waifus to compensate that I didn't got them in Fate Go. In Fate Go, I got spooked by Caster Gil. Metal is rooted in European occultism. It has nothing to do with Africa. Read Berserk. If not, at least watch the 1998 anime. The other ones are trash. Read Berserk, you must suffer like we have. Nah, fam, I'm good. Yeah, that's what I was meaning, Appabend. Should I not make the virtue signaling a big deal? I still want to like the companies I like. As long as there isn't censorship and all, I'm good with it, right? again, it's all up to you. What makes you happy? What makes you happy about stuff? If you're still happy playing their games, you got so worried that they got woke or whatever. Well, the question is, do you still happy with playing their games? Do you still happy with, consuming their products and everything like that? And then if so, then I it depends, man. It really depends. It depends from company to company. It depends from game to game. It's a very general, it can't be exactly said in a very general conversation. So anyway, anybody watching the new season of Baki? Fuck Fate Go, all my homies play Art Nights. Hello Appa, I've been playing Tomodachi Live for the 3DS. It's rather a fun game, but a lot of childish humor. And also you can marry your waifus like you with Naoto in my island. Okay. Speaking of Appa fanfiction or deep takes, the Devil's part-timer is 7 years old. Yeah. Read Senseiya? I know Senseiya, but I haven't read it. Arrogant fighters are actually surprisingly complex, like fairy fighting. Even the bad guys are playable and have combos. I'm saying the Amiga console is trying to get into becoming next Nintendo when the games it only gives are gonna be its E-rated games. GameStop doesn't promote it on their website. Damn. Ever played any games from the Yakuza series? I've played 0, but that's it. Appabend didn't read my comment. Where's your comment? Oh, can't you and Billy shake hands and play some Smash or something? Well, actually, that's the funny thing. Now that you brought it up, that's the funny thing about Billy. I actually have never seen him on a stream. I've never seen him talk. I've never seen him actually show his face. He's just mostly an anonymous guy writing shit on the internet. And there are supposed Kiwi Farm threads talking about him and everything like that. But we've never actually seen him in person. I do want to talk to Billy. Actually, a lot of people want to have the opportunity and have a conversation with him and say, hey, Billy, what are your thoughts on this? What are your games? What are games that you like? Considering that you mark everybody as your enemy, do you actually play the games that you like or whatever? Or do you actually have fun in general? Do you actually know how to have fun? Or do you just talk about how the SJWs ruin gaming every single time, every single day? I don't know about you guys, but I do want to have a chat with him. Not a debate, just a chat. Just a chat, hey, showing you guys kind of like Dave Rubin or whatever, and just trying to expose to him how his worldview actually works, how his worldview actually is, and show it to the world, and everything like that. And if anybody wants to have a debate with them, I'll bring them in and then say, hey, here, let's have a debate. So I do want to see how he goes, but if he's not the debating kind of, I mean, I'm not exactly a debating kind of guy, but if somebody disagrees with me and they ask me, hey, can we have a discussion on this on Discord, privately or whatever, or on stream, whatever, yeah, sure, I'll have a discussion with you, and maybe we'll find a common ground and everything like that, and we might have a productive conversation. So I don't know. It's one of the things I'm curious about. Gravan Troll donated $3. To hell with this godforsaken year. Yeah. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Woke Jim Crow now. But why though? Aerojet fighters are actually surprisingly confident. I actually read that. Good night, Appa. Did you remember Africa is my country? Who said that? I forgot. I kind of remember. I forgot who said that. Do you watch or read Attack on Titan? Watched the first season. Not really interested after that. Is Gada pretty much Nobu's quest to get the N-word pass? It's all about minding the practices of the companies in regards to the industry as opposed to their unrelated politics. Do you play Fate Go? No. Not interested. I really want to read something where the main character is overpowered without feeling like overpowered, like Old Boy or Yakuza. I don't think the main character in Old Boy is genuinely like overpowered. He does struggle, but he can beat a bunch of guys by himself, but he does struggle at times. He's kind of saying the guy from the raid is overpowered. Kind of. Appa, what makes you happy? Me. Uncensored waifus with thigh-high socks. Also made outfits. Well, there you go. Keep yourself happy with that. Remember vagina bones? Vagina bones. What is life? Art Night is okay, but I don't like chibi. Well, there you go. Any Steam games you'll be buying this summer sale? I don't know. I haven't paid attention to the summer sale. Kiryu is best character ever. By the way, what other Tales series should I look up to when I finish no Kiseki? You mean Trails? Trails or Tail? Trails. I just disconnected my headphone. Why did I do that? Freaking. What other Tale series should I look up to when I finish Odo Kiseki? See my video. I've made a complete guide on that one. What's your favorite game soundtrack? As I mentioned, anything by Neon Falcon. Billy is a skinwalker, don't trust him. Billy turned out to be black and gay the whole time. He should appear on Yangya. Nobunaga got dubbed by Okita. Where does Billy from? Like from what country? Who would really want to talk with him? Actually, a lot of people would want to talk with him. A lot of people. And I mean a lot of people want to talk with him. A lot of people are curious on how he actually views the world and his views and everything like that. I have disagreements with the quartering, for example, but at least with the quartering, I can probably have a chat with him, talk about shit about that, and probably have a good time. Even though I disagree with him a lot, we would probably have a good time talking with each other. Billy, however, I do want to see, I'm curious in what would talking to Billy be like. And even if you're not interested in talking with him, at least you're curious in how, at least tell me that you are curious in how he actually talks, how actually performs in real life. Not just in debates in general, but how he just socializes with people in general. With him calling the N-word and me having to call Okuyasu every single time. My absolute waifu belongs to an almost forgotten franchise, which makes finding any stuff on her just pure suffering. Ugh. I have no other choice but to give commission. I think it depends on the product. If the virtue signal compromise the quality of the product, then you justify to boycott it. That is true. Where's Billy from? Like from what country? Spoilers, Billy is actually Uncle Ruckus from the Boondocks. A guest star in the meme stream. Billy is like an entity. He's always there, like taxes or death. He probably doesn't want to show himself like Raging Golden Eagle in fear of getting fired from his day job. Well, the problem is, writing articles is his day job. Unless if he has other unspecified day job that he has. He gets a lot of clicks, he gets a lot of views, he gets a lot of ad revenue from doing his articles. That's basically what he does. He does it every single day at this point. So if he gets worried that he gets canceled, well, one, he already gets canceled. Everybody's been canceling him left and right. And two, he already has a job. And his job is writing for his own website. So I don't exactly see what really needs to be worried here. Unless if... I don't know. I don't know exactly. But if that's his really fear, I can be concerned about that. But I'm concerned. I'm genuinely concerned too. But still, that doesn't mean that I'm not curious to see how to actually know how he talks in real life. Anyway, where was I? Hentai Webtoon. Geez, first 2 chapters that teach you how to foreplay. Who are your favorite VTubers? I don't watch a lot of VTubers, so can't exactly pick my favorite. No, it'll be surprising. Appas PMs me over fanfiction. Huh. Virgin Billy D versus chatbillywitchdoctor.com. Streaming is gay. Well, if you want to talk with him, that's fine. Though I suggest having some liquor prepared before you have the chat. Nah, I'm gonna be going through it sober because he's practically a walking alcohol at this point. Favorite Gundam series? I haven't seen a lot of Gundam, so I can't really pick my favorite. I'm making a fanfiction that's basically an American persona. It takes place in the American Midwest in 2008. Characters on one persona, but a bunch of skill trees and attacks. Okay. Have you played any of the games made by Rakebeast? If you don't know, he's the guy who made Living with a Slave and Butterfly Affection. I don't know. No other guy, so I haven't played the games. I know Christian is overpowered. He's so overpowered that they nerf his level and get rid of the equipment in every sequel. I remember I got $30 on my Google Play account, paid gacha banner, here I come. I love you. Okay. I sent you a friend request on Discord. Sure. Hey Appa, any H doujins where female knights didn't get the short end of the stick as always? I don't know. I haven't been paying attention to a lot of the doujins that are in that genre. Carrion and Weird West, if they release in the meantime. Ellie's Wonder Boy Indivisible, assume destroy all humans and dead end job. Billy's not real, it's just a bot with a really good 3D avatar. I want to know where he comes from. Also, I do want to be happy, not stressed on social media. Well, there you go. Then try to make yourself be happy. Best conversations are those with respectful people you disagree with. Exactly. I sense that Billy would create an article about this. I want to play Trails of Cold Steel, but my Vita's right stick always pulls up no matter what, so I have to play it looking up to his crotch in a semi-bird-eyes view. Yikes. Get a PC version then, if you have a PC. Its combat is a little closer to Kingdom Hearts Final Fantasy VII Remake. 2 things is what the navigators male have options to build the female protagonist and gay romances for both main characters. My friend really wants to date Akechi. If he talked like he writes, then he would always bring those homosexual statistics. Want to take part in a 30-day video game music challenge. What is that? 4 minutes until the meme stream. 2 minutes now. Where did you get that Okuyasu clip from? I can't find that clip. That clip is apparently from a guy by the name of freaking base. Where's my base? It's a Twitter account by the name of Real Zeno. The O on the end is a 0. Real Zen 0. Apparently that's from him or her or them. I want Germania as a servant and having abilities of infamous German personalities like Bismarck's tactics or Hitler's charisma. She'll be an Avenger and have absolutely self-hatred. Cons, her wife is not known and finding material for her is hell. Pros, her unknown wife has little to no chance of starring in NTR Ugly Bastard Dojin. Raging Gold Eagle is also making his own comic series now, which I'm definitely supporting. Are you getting Blade Devil? No. Raging Gold Eagle can do what he does. Not really interested. NTR can have good plot. You haven't read Totono then? Totono? Seriously? Totono isn't... Not really. Unless if you can't... Totono is NTR in the same way Doki Doki Literature Club is NTR. I know there's a journalist that claims he acts like Total Biscuit about things but acts like a lapdog to Sony. If you like Monster Girl, the forward look at Monster Girl, Oisha, and Peter Grill to Jikan. I'm actually curious, what would you have different opinions with the quartering? From what I've seen, both of you, you'd both agree with most things. Oh, it's mostly the way he advertises videos, mostly the way he talks about this on Twitter. At this point, I kind of agreeing at some. At this point, I kind of like not minding about it. Actually, depends on the things that we're talking about. Depends on the topic of the conversation. I was considering reading One Piece from the beginning again. Are you reading some? Actually, funny thing. Speaking of the quartering, I've actually talked with him in one stream, but he maybe didn't realize that it was me, or at least at that time. But also, that was at the time. That was a stream with quartering, and then Sargon, and then Louis Levi, and then freaking Mitch, Charming Man. So where was I? I'm considering reading One Piece from the beginning. Again, are you reading something? No, I'm not reading anything. How much money do you earn in comparison to a normal job in your country? I'd say I do a lot better compared to most jobs in my country. Hold on a second. I need to finish the chat. Mobile Fighter G Gundam is the best Gundam. I learned one thing, NTR bang right now and don't be a cuck. Gundam G was my first Gundam. I kind of don't see the problem with NTR. I like almost every genre except scat. Oh yeah, Appa, have you played Helltaker? It's free on Steam. I haven't played Helltaker. Gotta go back to fanfiction away. 1 minute left until meme stream. I do wonder how would people react if Billy came out and said everything he wrote was just a troll. All the anime where protagonist kills the bag with the power of love and Burger King. Hey, what is a good anime to watch? I'm looking for suggestions. I'd say Black Lagoon. I just made it for the meme stream. Well, I did later after high school. Started reading Gundam origin manga. No step on snack. Looking forward to the craziness tonight. Will there be a lot of cringe? Yes. One minute before the stream. Jeremy may be dumb, but he's in Billy. Is there a link somewhere to that Okuyasu clip? I can't find Real Zeno guy. Unfortunately, I cannot have the link. I don't have the link. I'll probably post it on Twitter. Anyway, yes, it's time. Meme stream time. Okay, sorry about the delay. Ladies and gentlemen. We'll just get to the intro and play it. The minus 1p intro. Might as well. Minus 1p. You see, a lot of craziness happens as Fade to Black. Why is that option? Hey! Don't play that shit again, damn it. Fade. There you go. What was that option, Fade to Black? That's very weird. But am I supposed to just like, click this and... What is that option? Why is that option there, OBS? Wait. Why am I still? There we go. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, fan art time. This is from Metal Cedra King. Apparently, I missed this fan art last week, but he reposted it again, and I retweeted it. It's a lowly fan. It's a version lowly fan art of me being full tsundere. It's not like I'm happy to stream on YouTube again. What do you mean, fragile female ego? The female egos. Thank you so much for the fan arts, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to donate links down below in the Streamlabs. Support this channel, support the meme stream. We got a bunch of fun things to talk about. And if you want to get the fan arts, links on below. There's a Twitter link and YouTube Gmail if you don't like to use Twitter. But if you do use Twitter, I'll retweet it so that you can get the clout and everything like that. And by the way, this is a very, very nice gender bend fan art of me. Thank you so much. And now let's get into... What is this? My daughter is 10. She watched videos about Frozen 2 on yours. Okay, what is this? We stand in solidarity against racism and violence. When members of our community hurt, we all hurt. Oh, well, YouTube is the first company coming in and giving in the virtue signal. Virtue signal. Let's do the virtue signal. Let's put in a PR statement against recent events, ladies and gentlemen. Let's try to appeal to those people and make sure that the mobs on Twitter don't hound them for being silent, because being silent means that you are complicit, that you are automatically the traitor of America for being silent. I will get to that in a bit. My daughter is 10. She watched videos about Frozen 2 on your site. The algorithm started recommending alt-right rants about why there should not have been black people in the movie. Well, considering that Frozen isn't exactly taking place in a universe or in a setting where black people are prominent, I suppose you can say that they have a point. Not necessarily saying that black people shouldn't exist in Frozen because black people are bad or something along those lines. If those videos actually exist, and if they are actually purporting the point that you are saying, in a sense that you are implying that the videos are saying that black people should not exist in Frozen because black people bad, or at least that's what you think the video is stating. Also, why is the brightness on this one is a bit inconsistent. Let me try to bump that up a little bit. 45. Yeah, that should be fine. 45. Apply to all. Boom. Boom. Where is I? Fuck right off with your blood money. Blood money? Blood money. Goddamn, dude. Blood money. YouTube's apparently got the blood money. Goddamn. YouTube's hiring 47 to kill all those people and ban all those videos. Apparently YouTube's hiring 47, ladies and gentlemen. YouTube's got the blood money. That escalated quickly. Anyway, I get this impulse, but don't watch YouTube is neither practical nor sufficient in the long term. Well, actually, that is true. Don't watch YouTube is neither practical nor sufficient in the long term. White parents have to teach kids about 1, racism, and 2, how tech companies manipulate them. Also, funny thing is, the one thing I need to point out is the fact that you are letting your daughter to watch YouTube unsupervised. Also, I don't think that these alt-right videos are actually recommended in any of the YouTube Kids section, unless if you deliberately make your daughter to not watch kids on YouTube Kids, which in that case, well, bad parenting on your end. I get this impulse, but don't watch YouTube. It's neither practical nor sufficient in the long term. White parents have to teach kids about 1, racism, and 2, how tech companies manipulate them. Okay. Protect kids by empowering them. 7 is not too young to start. Since this is blowing up, I should be clear that what I called alt-right rants were not the aggressive, shouty videos adults get. They were cutesy and subtle. Haha, I guess even Disney is politically correct now. Oh, apparently the alt-right rants are those that feature cartoon characters. Which one? Does that include me? I don't exactly recall a time where I said that black people shouldn't be in Frozen 2. Kids without tools to recognize racism would not have spotted them. A related comment, although we as parents have taught our kids about racism from an early age, they are also fortunate to attend public school that centers social justice as part of the curriculum. Actually, that's not very fortunate. A lot of the social justice stuff in the curriculum has been very trash. and it actually does a lot more harm than good, but that's just my opinion. You do you want to teach your kids social justice and ruins them and everything like that? Well, that's your prerogative, I guess. Anyway, 10-year-olds shouldn't be on it uncensored. YouTube Blood Money next week in Black Mirror. You're either 110% of them or you are the enemy. Agent 47 at the distance. Appa, use the race cards. Lol, this post is like 1 positive response for every 10 negative ones. Because that's YouTube doing their PR. That's what YouTube does. That's what a lot of these companies do in all of these recent events. They do all of these PR just to give in a statement, just to not stay silent, because if you stay silent, you are terrible. You're an awful human being. Negative ones, and the account replies cheerfully to every single positive mention and none of the ones that called them out. A while back, wait, hold on. This post is like 1 positive response for every 10 negative ones, and the account replies cheerfully to every single positive mention and none of the ones that called them out. Okay. A while back, I had a moment of panic when I saw my 16-year-old watching PragerU videos, but it turned out he was watching a channel that re-edits Prager videos to make fun of them. He was like, "Dad, who do you think I am?" Well, okay, what is this? Probably shall elsewhere in this thread, but will worth your time. Always follow this Kevin Roose guy. I don't know who that is. Anyway, what is this? Being horny isn't funny. Okay? If anything, it just makes you look extremely pathetic and in dire need of an actual social life. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, apparently the act of not being able to control your sexual urges and expressing the inability to control your sexual urges on the social media right now is the indication that you are extremely pathetic and in dire need of an actual social life. How dare people express the fact that they like to have big titties on their faces? If you seriously think it's a form of comedy, you should probably reevaluate yourself as a person, because you just look hella miserable. Hella. Oh my god. Freaking hella. Hi, Persona and Zero Twitter, which apparently includes you, Joker Stan. Unless if Joker doesn't count as Persona right now, but okay. Oh yeah, Danganronpa Twitter. How could I possibly forget about you? Okay. How the fuck do you let this slide, man? This is your king? Okay, what is this? If Ray was alive during slavery, she would be the slave owner's daughter sneaking out at night to get fucked raw by the slave. Come on, man. Seriously? That's ridiculous. Come on. You can't seriously take that statement. Calm down. Different cock every night. Imagine being alive in slavery and getting pushed by a slave. Slick cock turning into blender. Shit and come on, yeah. Come on, he's just messing with you. You couldn't exactly see it, but okay. Okay. Low-key about to make a new concentration camp in Auschwitz so that I can gas Sony fans for saying development crunch is good and Nintendo fans saying that every PS4 game is a movie. Time for gamer purity. Okay, so being horny isn't funny, but gassing people who disagree with you, that's funny. That's real comedy right there. Unless you don't intend this as a comedy, unless if every statement that you make is 100% serious, which in that case, well, asking people who disagree with you to get gas is not exactly a good look on your account. But anyway, let's move on. Oh, what is this? For all of you dumbasses scream, keep politics out of anime, I got some real bad news for you. What's the bad news? That there are animes that have politics in them. Ghost in the Shell, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Code Geass, and is that Gundam Wing? Yeah. Yeah, these animes have political elements in them. I don't exactly complain about that. We are complaining specifically about the anime. I don't exactly recall a time in Ghost in the Shell where one of the villains said Black Lives Matter or something. Or hashtag fuck Trump. Or Orange Men Bad. I don't exactly recall a time where Full Metal Alchemists say Orange Men Bad. Or protagonist bad. How dare you have blonde hair? How dare the protagonist of Full Metal Alchemist have blonde hair and blue eyes? Orange Men bad or something along those lines. I don't exactly recall that time, but I do recall a time where that one shot from Death Note literally have Donald Trump as the president and have Ryuk actually hands out the freaking Death Note to him or something along those lines. I forgot. It's been a while. I forgot even the story bits on that one. That was freaking dumb. But no, this isn't exactly a fair comparison. Bruh, even One Piece is political. Yeah, tell me the time where One Piece actually says Orange Men bad, because I couldn't exactly find the point where One Piece says Orange Men bad. Mostly stretchy men bad or something along those lines. Or, and not even in a subtle way. How blind do you gotta be to not realize that? Well, said by a person who could not grasp the nuance of the conversation in what people refer to as politics in anime, as in current political topics being shoved into, say, translations or even just the anime in general. Like, for example, that time where Kaguya-sama Funimation decided that it would be a good idea to make a social distancing reference in Kaguya-sama for some freaking reason. Reading all the replies and the salt is delicious. Cry more, weebs! Good for you. You made the weebs mad. Here's the attention that you ordered. Moving on. Ubisoft says Trackmania is not subscription based. You just pay for it multiple times. Ubisoft says Trackmania is not subscription based. You just pay for it multiple times. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. This game over here, there's not exactly a loot box in this game. There's just a box that shows random items. It's not exactly a loot box. Some Trackmania fans are unhappy with the pricing scheme of the upcoming reboot because it's freaking Ubisoft. What do you expect? Ubisoft announced a somewhat unusual pricing scheme for the upcoming Trackmania Nations reboot last week. The base game will be free, but full access to the track editor, which is a major part of Trackmania's appeal, costs $10 per year, while full-on club access, which includes admission to special racing leagues, exclusive skins, and that sort of thing, is $30 per year. It's not subscription-based. You just need to pay it multiple times. Actually, it's not a subscription model. It's not a subscription model, but an access to a game for a limited time. You pay for having access to the game for one period, and that's it. I'm not really committing murder. I'm just ending your friend's life. I'm just ending people's lives. I'm not stealing properties. I'm just redistributing them. I'm not destroying properties left and right. I am simply redecorating them. When the time is over, you have to buy the game again for the time that you want to access it again. It's a very creative way to describe a subscription without calling it a subscription. And predictably, it hasn't smoothed the water. Several Redditors in this thread equate the response to EA's description of loot boxes in video games as surprise mechanics. Exactly. It's not loot boxes, it's surprise mechanics. It's not gacha, you just need to devote the time for this certain PNG image to be your wife or husband, no. Ubisoft. Anyway, what is this? Hashtag support ex-anties. I don't know what the frick anties is, but suck my cock and balls. I was taught that incest was perfectly okay due to the Undertale fandom. That's on you? Don't even try telling me that fiction never affects reality. That's where you're going? That's where you're seriously going? I'm sorry, but the fact that you think that incest is perfectly okay because an Undertale fandom is kind of telling on your moral values in general. Final solution to Ninja 3 bucks. Auschwitz for gamers. Can we build a Sobibor for weebs and a Dungeon for Funko Pop collectors as well? Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. But moving on. Okay, what is this? Using the Sailor Moon redraw track to promote your not safe for work loli porn is kind of gross and fucked up. I'd even go as far as to say that it's predatory, and I don't really care if you disagree. Well, if you don't really care if you disagree, then I don't think we have this conversation at all. So apparently there's this artist who drew loli art of the Pokemon fan art or whatever. What about it? It's just some random drawing on the internet. This thing exists for a while. Also, why is your hashtag map pride? Map positivity. Children can't consent. Deplatform predators. Map positivity. Why are all of your hashtags all of these? Doesn't that kind of make you suspect? I kind of suspecting on that one, fam. I'm just saying. Yeah, apparently this has caused the artists to lock their account because a lot of people, actually the artist drew this before locking the account. A lot of people decided to call this hashtag deplatform predators, hashtag map pride, hashtag children can't consent, and the artist is very confused because a lot of these Westerners keep on telling these artists that say, hey, if you draw these things, you are automatically a bad person, you are immoral. Coming from a person who says hashtag map pride. By the way, map, if you don't know, is a minor attracted person, which is a very cute way of saying pedophile. But anyway, there's also this from Suspect Tweets. Reposted because I didn't want to look at loli every time I log into the account. So apparently there's this tweet over here talking about a fan art of a loli fan art or whatever of a character who apparently isn't even a loli. And the art isn't even like, it's not even, I've seen the original art. The art isn't even that, there's not even like an explicitly showing boobs or tits. They just show underpants and the tits isn't even censored. Sorry, the tits is like, it's covered up. So I don't know why the needs of covering this up by Suspect Tweets right here. But the funny thing is, Suspect Tweets decided to tweet this out. But at the same time, Suspect Tweets actually posted real child porn. No, for real. A barely censored but very, very real actual child porn. So, you want to call out somebody who posted loli art on Twitter, but at the same time, you also only very, very barely censored the child porn that is on this tweet. This is the reason why apparently Suspect Tweets got banned on Twitter, because this person, Suspect Tweets, who dare to call all of those awful lolicons out there, they actually posted child porn, barely censored child porn to highlight this gimmick that a tweet is suspect. It's barely censored. Sad to say, at least one of these accounts still exists. Report them. Well, not exactly a very good way of showing your activism when you barely censored the child porn and you got suspended. By the way, this account is back under a different name, which apparently, from what I've heard, ban evasion isn't exactly on one of the Twitter's terms of services, but I don't know. There's going to be a time where the person got banned again. We'll see. Anyway, what is this? Fun fact, your brain can't really tell the difference between fiction and reality. First sentence in and you already have amazing take right there. Which is why, for example, if one of your favorite anime character dies, you might cry. A good comparison. Apparently, emotional attachment to a fictional character in a story automatically means that fiction is affecting reality, and you can't tell the difference. Me with redacted in the Walking Dead game. So for you, get horny off that shit is very telling. Very telling that you need your pussy shank and your dick arms and mouth ripped off. Well, if you are trending people to do all of that, if you are trending people to get their pussy shank and their dicks, arms, and mouth ripped off, well, I suggest you to do it. Go ahead and come into any of these random people on Twitter and actually do it, please. No? Oh, it's just empty threats. Then I'm just gonna move on. Anyway, what is this? We understand that many readers find Senator Cotton's arguments painful, even dangerous. We believe that is one reason it requires public scrutiny and debate. This both sidism is the same argument we saw during... I have no idea what the context of the conversation is, but... Why? It's almost like we have the same freaking tweet calling out the same freaking hashtag every single freaking week. Which we know was the testing ground for tactics used to radicalize young white men into fascism. Yes, apparently Gamergate is just about people recruiting young white men into fascism and not about actually calling out unethical journalistic practices, but whatever. There are a million ways to interrogate dangerous beliefs without printing them at face value. I agree that good faith debates are important to understanding ideological differences, but when one side is arguing that a group of people is less than human, no. Since when did Gamergate has ever argued that one side of the debate is less than human? I need citations on that one, or at least a person who actually genuinely said that. That side does not deserve any platform. We know where that road leads. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm just gonna move on. What is this? Ah, yes, ladies and gentlemen. This is this is a thread that is kind of amazing. Because this is involving people who are telling you that if you do not speak up regarding whatever current events that are happening outside, that means that you are a terrible person. If you do not sign petitions, if you do not donate to any sort of cause or any sorts of ways to help the rioters or the protesters or whatever, or at least the protests, or at least the, well, depending on the donations at least, you are a terrible person. If you do not care about this event, you are a terrible, terrible person. So you have this person tweeted at Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing! The official account for Animal Crossing just tweeted a bunch of random stuff. I think it was, I actually forgot what the tweet content is, but it doesn't matter. The point is, it's not about the current events. And therefore, we have a bunch of people telling Animal Crossing, the official Twitter account of Animal Crossing, saying, hey, you should talk about this or you're a terrible person. Or you're a bad, bad person. So anyway, sir, this is a game thread. I know. I think Isabel wants acknowledgement on this movement though. You know what? I take that back. I suppose there are some people who are unable to distinguish between fiction and reality. That they actually think that the contribution of a fictional character from a game called Animal Crossing, where these fictional characters are, well, freaking animals, and their take on the current events would actually help contribute in rebuilding America into a better society or whatever. No, she wants to pick fruit and plant trees and have KK Slider come to her island. This is a game. Jessica Buckley, you are freaking based. Absolutely freaking based. Exactly right there. That's freaking based. Jessica Buckley, you are absolutely freaking based. Absolutely bad things. Gonna give claps on that one. Absolutely based. Based Jessica. What is this? Anyway, what's the problem with sharing a petition? Well, considering that you are sharing a petition and as a reply to a thread of an account that doesn't really want to talk about this particular topic, you have gone off topic. You have gone off topic and making people into think about current events instead of thinking about literally anything else that can, you know, not stress them out. Games are a way to escape. Quit shoving politics in. Metroid lover, you are also base. Human rights isn't politics. They are though, but they are though. Demanding for more human rights on certain things is a political thing. It's a politics thing. You deny it because you think that asking for certain human right is a moral issue rather than a political issue. But in actuality, it is. So People are dying, Tomati. People are also in other countries who aren't America paying Animal Crossing duty. Okay, Jessica, once again, you are freaking based, Jessica. Oh my god, Jessica. Once again, coming in with a freaking base take. Exactly. People are also in other countries who aren't America are playing Animal Crossing. Tweets about Black Lives... freaking... Hey, PowerPoint. Why did you decide to screw up with me? And PowerPoint decided to screw up. Give me a minute. Freaking PowerPoint. PowerPoint coming in is like, nah, fam, I'm just quit. Okay, where was I? Freaking... boop. There you go. PowerPoint decides to screw up. Actually, no. No. Hold on. PowerPoint didn't decide to screw up. PowerPoint rebelled and showed a dark screen. PowerPoint actually endorses Black Lives Matter. Oh my god, PowerPoint. How dare you? How dare you endorse a movement that I disagree with? We'll get to one aggregator in a bit. But anyway. But where was I? Tweet about Black Lives Matter, please. No, this is an E-rated video game. And do Black Lives now matter to children? Seriously? Seriously? First off, if you ask children, they might say yes. Because they don't know jack shit. They don't know jack shit about anything that you are having right now. And I'd rather not have them not know about all of the things that are happening outside the world. Because they're still freaking kids. Hello. These are human rights issue. Human rights issue. These are political issues that apparently you have to tell your kids. That you have to indoctrinate your kids with. I'd rather have them not. I'd rather not bring kids to protests like a bunch of people, a bunch of dumbasses do. How about leave kids just play Fortnite in their freaking basement or something? I'd rather have them play Fortnite in their basement and talk trash to other people rather than, I don't know, shut up phone, jeez, rather than caring about whatever sorts of political movement you're in. They do, but the current protests have a lot of police violence in them. People are getting attacked. I don't think Nintendo wants to talk about that on the account. Well, that tweet aged very well. Because Nintendo actually did, but we'll get to that. It's about human rights. YouTube talk about it and lots of kids use YouTube. Lots of kids don't care about political stuff. I'm sorry. And not just kids, even adults. There are even adults. There are even adults in the chat who's like, fuck politics, I don't care. I don't care about whatever this sorts of politics that are happening around. I just care. Everybody is dumb. I don't care. I'm just gonna focus on myself. I'm just gonna play video games all day at home. Yeah, so basically what I'm saying is y'all kids. but I'm fine with that though. I'd rather be a kid at home and have fun rather than being an adult outside and be depressed all the freaking time because I have to think about the current social issues. Or at least sometimes I do. I suppose we're all kids. Where was I? Make a statement on Black Lives Matter, coward. Yes, apparently Animal Crossing is a coward for not making statements on Black Lives Matter. Stop forcing your idea. I think y'all niggas forget this is a game for kids. This is a game about animals living in an island, not politics. Exactly, Everett. Good job. Absolutely based. Coward. No? Oh, gee whiz. I need big corporate company to validate my politics. Switch Waddy's best friend. You are freaking based. I'm gonna give a huge big clap on that one. Freaking base. There are base furries after all in this world. Oh. Well, freaking, where is I? Tom Nook, use your platform. Yes! Have a big corporation coming in to parrot all of your opinions. I thought we don't like companies virtue signaling and parroting fake opinions, but okay. Alright. He is promoting the video game that he's in, which is what this channel is for. That's not really an excuse, but okay. What do you mean that's not really an excuse? Video game channels aren't for politics. And before you say lives aren't politics, they are trying to change a corrupt system of police brutality and systematic racism. Both the justice system and government system are trying to change. It's political. Freaking Jessica coming in with all her base takes. God bless you, Jessica. God freaking bless you. Coming in with the base freaking takes. Jeez. Well, I mean, racism isn't an opinion at this point. If you are remaining neutral or unpolitical in this situation, you're on the side of the oppressors. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, black and white mentality. Here we go. If you don't side with us, you're right against us. If you're not with us, you are against us. Isn't that freaking amazing? Black and white mentality. Nobody said it was an opinion. I'm just saying, politics doesn't belong in a kid's game about planting trees and catching bugs. And just because I'm saying it doesn't belong here, it doesn't mean I'm neutral. There are other places to discuss it, which people have been. There we go. Exactly my point. God bless you, Jessica. Absolutely base take. That's not really an excuse, but okay. That's all your argument, really. But anyway, I'm just gonna carry on. Oh, gimmick accounts are coming in to sharing their takes on the current situation. I'm shutting the bot down for a while. I'm seeing people being critical of Gimmick's account for taking a stance on police brutality and human rights. Human rights aren't a political issue. People's lives aren't a political issue. They are, though. They are. They absolutely are. Entertainment shouldn't be neutral. Wow. Isn't that amazing? Entertainment shouldn't be neutral. Entertainment shouldn't be neutral. Isn't that amazing? Entertainment shouldn't be neutral. They have to take a side. And if they take, well, what if these entertainment that you ask for to take your particular side of your politics or whatever political issues that you have, what if they decided to take against your side? They can't be neutral, right? They shouldn't be neutral, but that doesn't mean that they have to be on your side. And from that point on, you're gonna be like, no, entertainment should be neutral. So they only should be neutral when it's only convenient to your narrative. But okay, there should be no escapism from these current events. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. There we go. That's it. That's it. We are. we are absolutely living in crazy land. There should be no escapism. There should be. You cannot escape from these current events. You cannot ignore them, and you cannot just chill at your home doing nothing or playing video games or fap into hentai or whatever. You cannot escape. Good gimmick accounts don't ignore people's lives. I can't in good conscience keep the bot running like nothing's going on. Good for you, CRT bot. Good for you. Good for you for standing up against racism and telling people that there should be no escapism. Jeez. To be silent is to be a fellow killer. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are silent or you don't care about this particular issue that's happening outside the world, that means that you are the oppressor. That means you are part of the establishment. That means you are part of the corrupt system. That means you are endorsing whatever's happening outside, whatever the people that they disagree with are endorsing. That means that you are in the side of the oppressors. That means you are the evil person. That means you are a fellow killer. Wow. Isn't that amazing? I do have big plans for the bot when it returns. Many write-ups and guides coming in the future with some other collaboration secrets that I'm very excited for and very proud of. DMs will also stay open. I love you all very much. Well, clearly you don't, considering that you tell them that there should be no escapism, otherwise you're a fellow killer. This is one of those examples where like, hey, this person who owns this gimmick account, if you follow this gimmick account, decided that it would be a good idea to go against their audiences and say, if you disagree with my politics, that means you are a fellow killer or something along those lines. Good freaking Lord, man. Good freaking Lord. Anyway. And you think they're innocent for doing nothing? Watching something evil occur over and over and doing nothing to stop it is, in fact, evil. But unfortunately, there are some people in the world who just don't give a shit. Who just don't care about whatever sorts of cultural issues that you're having, you freaking activists. It is extremely unhealthy to be engaged with politics and depressing shit 24/7. You will literally go crazy. I say this from experience. You are not evil for saying, I can't do this and blocking it out. Base, Dr. Tina, actually you are freaking base. That is a base take. Great freaking base take right there. Give a huge claps. Anyway, you want to be able to live your life unbothered by this, and that is a privilege others can't afford. Well, do you know what other privileges that others can't afford? Being on Twitter, having access to internet, having access to being able to shout at random people on the internet for not having an opinion. Do you know that that's also a privilege? A privilege for those who have the inability to do so? Unfortunately, and I'm saying this, unfortunately, you cannot care to every single bad thing that happens to every bad person in the world because you have your own lives to deal with as well. You cannot help everybody. I am sorry to say this. I am sorry that the world is not fair to everybody, but it's just the reality of the situation. Unfortunately, some people just don't care, and they would rather not care because if they do care, it will destroy them. It will actually destroy them mentally. Come on, y'all. Anyway, might explain why most of the extremely heavy into politics accounts on this platform are completely fucking nuts. Exactly. We'll get to that in a bit. But do any of them ever talk about anything else? Video games, pets, friends, family, etc. in any way that's not political? Yeah, that is true. I mean, I talk about anything else. I talk about anything else in my freaking Twitter. Sometimes I do talk about politics, but sometimes I talk about hentai. Sometimes I share my dojins, etc. Unrelated to what you're discussing right now, but I'd like to know, how is hentai not harmful when it trains people to be sexually attracted to cartoons instead of real life human beings? Well, that's for another conversation. When did I say you have to do this 24/7, or that I agree with the sentiment escapism bad? 2 threads above. On the quoted thread right here. iBob official limited to $5. This is a mutual mind on Twitter. A good head on our shoulders, typing an autopsy, especially for the government. Okay, thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. But seriously, this, all right? This over here. And you think you're innocent for doing nothing. Yeah, then what do we have to do? Okay, then what do you have to do? Watching something evil occurring over and over and doing nothing to stop it. Then you are exactly implying that we have to do this all the time. And if we dare to not adhere to everything that you ask us to do, or agreeing to what your cause is, that means we're evil. So you want us to be able to live your life unbothered by this, and that is a privilege others can't afford. Yeah, so is the internet, so is Twitter. I'm sorry, that's just real life. Fellow African... The Sparrow? As in... Low tier God? Why is low tier God doing it here? Fellow African Americans, looting for Jordan's electronics clothing, destroying non-situation related property is not justice, it's anarchy. This does not send a message, it makes us look ultimately worse. Wow! Did low tier God actually make a base take? Low tier God just made a base take? Oh my god! Low tier God just made a base take. My brother. A lot of these celebrities online, flamboyance on social media, flaunting materialism, based on lifestyles in your face all day, is definitely part of the reason why high-end fashion boutiques, jewelry shops, and sneaker stores got hit super hard. Some stole to try and be just like you. Oh my god! What? How is this even possible? It's like seeing Dark Side Film making a good take. It's like seeing Wings of Redemption make a good take. It's insane. That can't be real. All the people tweeting how much you donated to George Floyd Fund, even in doing so, great. You still have made it about yourselves. But that is true though. You know you fucked up when the guy who is pretty much a joke in the fighting game community next to Sonic Fox, a joke in the fighting game community, coming in and saying, hey, Y'all insane. Damn, low tier god coming in with the base takes. Why is he saying facts? A broken clock is right twice a day. Oh man. Anyway, gamers say not all cops are bad, then spend 100 hours plus playing Persona 5 when the main character frequently discusses how police officers are useless and the protagonist gets kicked and beaten up by police officers in the first 10 minutes. I mean, this is a real screen gab shaking my head. Yeah, this is also a screen gap of a dialogue option that you can choose not to pick. I don't see how this point reinforces your previous point. Also, just because the cops are useless in Persona 5 doesn't mean that the cops are bad. I mean, Sai Nijima is literally working with the cops. Makoto's dad is literally a freaking cop. Come on, y'all. Also, it's a fictional universe. Oh man. Also, this person decided to lock the account and have it darken, everything like that. So, man. Ah, yes, these are definitely not games with political undertones or major. Seriously? We've been through this. We've been through this. I'm moving on from that. We stand against Well, ladies and gentlemen, here's coming in. Coming in. Here's coming in the brand coming in, virtue signaling. We stand against racism. We stand for inclusion. We stand with our fellow black employees, storytellers, creators, and the entire black community. But not when John Boyega got freaking de-emphasized on the freaking box art for the Star Wars poster in China. Not when John Boyega got canned in China in general. But we do stand against black employees, storytellers, creators, and the black community. We stand for them only when they actually commit to the cause that don't cause us PR nightmare. Because obviously you do Star Wars. Pixar. We stand against racism. We stand for... It's a freaking Disney. Disney has Star Wars. This is a Pixar. They're gonna copy that shit. It's a freaking copy paste. Disney. Put some effort with your actually donate to shit. You're a freaking company that we stand against racism. We stand for inclusion. And you don't donate shit. You just post some copy pasted images. Freaking lazy Disney. Come on. Where are the donations, Disney? Where are the donations? If they actually donate, well, good for you, Disney. But still, copy pasting this. We will not be silent. Black freaking Grinder. Grinder. What is Grinder? Okay, we stand in solidarity with the hashtag Black Lives Matter movement and the hundreds of thousands of queer people of color who log into our app every day. We will not be silent and we will not be inactive. Today we're making donations to the Marsha P. Johnson Institute and Black Lives Matter. Hey, at least they're making donations. Good for you, Grindr. And you urge to do the same if you can. We will continue to fight racism on Grindr, both through dialogue with our community and a zero tolerance policy for racism and hate speech on our platform. As part of this commitment and based on your feedback, we have decided to remove the ethnicity filter. Remove the ethnicity filter. Remove the ethnicity. You had a what? you had a what? Grinder? I think we have other more permanent issues to be discussed. Moving on. There's also this from Lego. We stand with the black community against racism and inequality. There's much to do. We will donate 4 million to organizations dedicated to supporting black children and educating all children about racial equality. Hey, this is virtue signaling, but at least Lego actually donates shit. At least Lego actually come in and donate things to actually help children. Well, good for you, Lego. Good for you. Instead of just copy pasting the messages and not do shit. So, hate all these damn rich people. And Square Enix even coming in. Of all people, Square Enix. Everyone at Square Enix offices and studios across the globe stand with our black community in the fight against racism, prejudice, and hate. We are pledging $250,000 and will match employee donations to support the Black Lives Matter organization and other charities. Hey, again, at least these two companies are donating instead of copy-pasting images. And finally, we get into the bigs, the goods, the bigs, the boomer. They're coming in and just decided to cause a lot of ruckus to everybody. The one and only one angry boomer coming in, ladies and gentlemen, to cause a lot of ruckus and a lot of hilarious laughter to all of us left and right. Trust me, ladies and gentlemen, this is the funniest thing that I've seen out of this entire freaking protest, because this one angry boomer just cannot stop just listing every single person who decided to tweet the Black Lives Matter hashtag and thinking that the moment you tweet that, even if you don't actually support it, even if you don't actually support the cause, you tweet that and one angry boomer is probably going to add you to the list. That's it. That's all you need to do. You just need to tweet Black Lives Matter. Hashtag Black Lives Matter. And then you're probably going to be added into the traitors list. And especially if you're an e-celeb or whatever, just tweet that and one angry boomer is going to go, oh, I'm going to add you right to the list, putting on the list. Now, unfortunately, I have never been part into this list, but considering that one angry boomer has made an article dedicated to me getting DMCA'd by Sony and Naughty Dog, and not a very neutral article on that, an article that consists of him just dancing on my grave as I got struck by Sony's DMCAs, I'd say that I am an honorary traitor of America, because I dare to disagree with the opinions of the one angry boomer. Anyway, let's get to this. This is an outdated ratio, but we'll get to the updated ratio in a bit. We've updated the list for the traitors of America so you can stay abreast of those who are supporting the destruction of America through organizations supporting violence and vandalism. Okay, Billy, first off, we do need a little bit more evidence to support the claim that the organizations that these people are trying to donate to are actually supporting violence and vandalism. Maybe some of them are actually genuinely supporting the protests, and because they donate to a cause that you particularly did not like because it says Black Lives Matter, and we all know how much you love to say those N-words, Billy. Considering all of that, I guess you're gonna have this article. Anyway, recognize who the traitors are and stay informed. Let's get into the list. Do you want to see who are the evil traitors of America are? I put this on archive because for obvious reasons. Okay, let's get on the list, baby. There are so many people here. A number of individuals, companies, outlets, and media institutions have stepped forward to announce that they support the groups enabling riots, violence, vandalism. Oh, Billy, you actually have citations on this. Well, good for you, Billy. Good for you. You have citations proving your claims. The same way you have the citations proving the claims that somehow all the gays cause HIV, etc., etc. You have citations that actually prove your particular viewpoint. Good clap. Anyway, the group enabling riots, violence, vandalism, theft, assault, and murder taking place at the hands of vandals and thugs across the United States of America. Anyone looking to find out which companies, brands, and content creators have betrayed the trust of the American people by aligning with groups that support the destruction of Western values, this list will enlighten you as to who the traitors are so you can stay informed. Wow, ladies and gentlemen. Are we ready for the lists and the brands? Because the funny thing is, all these corporations and the brands, I'm not a fan of. At least we can have an agreement that I'm not a fan of any of these corporations or brands. It's just that I'm not a fan of them for different reasons. Anyway, there's a bit of a note here. Note, some of the people or brands or companies on this list are not headquartered in America. However, they still cater to and influence the American consumer audience. Not Nintendo though, but we'll get to that in a bit. And in light of the influence to help sway the views of American citizens, they have been added into the list. Okay, so apparently Japanese companies or European companies or any companies that are not in America but have a very big branch to the point where they're making franchises and internationally, they also count because they dare to disagree with one angry boomer. But let's get to it. Let's consider corporations a brand. Okay, 20th Century Production, 20th Century Studios, 2K Games. Yeah, frankly, fuck both of them. 343 Industries. Depends on your opinion on the newer Halo, I guess. ABC Network. Ableton? Seriously? Academy Awards, Acer America. What has Acer America done to you? Come on, Billy, what has Acer done to you? I'm literally using Acer right now. Oh no, I suppose I can't use Acer laptops right now. I'm gonna have to use Asus or... Oh, wait a second. Asus may have said something. No, Asus, don't. Oh, anyway. Act Blue, trader. Activision Blizzard, trader. Adidas, Adobe. Well, Adobe is a trader. A trader for the consumers in general for making crap products that always got bugged. But anyway, that's not... but they're a trader for a different reason. That's a lot of these companies are traders for a different reason. Adult Swim, Airbnb, Amazon, AMD. Oh, how dare they? How dare AMD betray the trust of the American people by providing very high quality chipsets that actually is best value for everybody? How dare you, AMD? American Airlines Express, American Express, Amplitude Studios, Anastasia Beverly Hills Cosmetic Company, Anime Expo, Aniplex, Annapurna Interactive, AOL, Apollo Theater, Apple, Arc System Works. Oh no! How dare Arc System Works coming in and tweet out things that Billy disagreed with? Oh, the traders at Arc System Works. Damn. AT&T, Atari, Attacking Toucans, Audible, Autodesk, Avalanche Studios, Avid, Avid Pro Tools, seriously? Freaking Xbox is Billy, hold up, Billy. Come on, Billy. I mean, I know they're overpriced as hell, but come on. Axe body spray. Oh man, Billy. Billy is confirmed a Smash player. Axel Brown, Bat Robot Entertainment, Bandai Namco, apparently Bandcamp, Bang Zoom, Barnes & Noble, Bank of America, Beamdog, Behavior Interactive, Ben & Jerry, Bethesda, BioWare, Black Metal and Brews, Bleacher Report, Bluehost, BMW USA, Boost, Mobile, Brazzers? Billy? Brazzers? As in the porn company Brazzers? They're the traders of America. How dare they? I told you this is gonna be fucking hilarious. Oh man. Freaking Brazzers. Anyway. What are the traders again? They apparently are the people who disagree with Billy's opinions and dare to tweet Black Lives Matter or something along those lines. Budweiser, Bungie, Burger King, Call of Duty, Capcom USA, Call of Duty, why Call of Duty? Isn't that technically in Blizzard Activision part, whatever. Capcom USA, Capitol Records, Cartoon Network, Cash App, CBS, CD Baby, Certain Affinity, Kilsium, Cheap Ass Gamer. It's literally an account showing game deals on Twitter. Bethesda listed as Double Trader. Where is it? Bethesda. Oh yeah, Double Trader. That's dumb. Alright, Bob, officially to $1. If he lists Pornhub, I'm gonna laugh my ass off. Okay, we'll get to it in a bit. Maybe he did. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Cisco, Citibank, Cloudflare, Billy. I suggest you not put Cloudflare in there because your website uses it. So, considering that you used a service from Cloudflare to protect your website from DDoS attacks, I'd say that you are also a contributing part of the Traders of America. Anyway, Cloud Imperial Games, Star Citizen developers. Hey, at least you're not defending Star Citizen right now and calling people the N-word left and right. Comedy Central, Coca-Cola? Coca-Cola? You mean Coca-Cola? Oh, it is from Coca-Cola. It is from Coca-Cola. You just type in Coca-Cola. Come on, Billy. Come on, Billy. Anyway. Creative Assembly, Critical Role, Crucial Memory, Crunchyroll. Okay, Crunchyroll is frankly traders as well, but they're traders for different reason. Cyberpunk 2077, does that kind of go to CD Projekt Red? But anyway, DC Comics. Is CD Projekt Red even here? No, it's not. DC Comics, Deep Silver, Dell, DeviantArt. Oh, Dell. Cheap PC Maker. Oh, damn you, Billy. God damn, that roast on Dell, Billy. Oof. Devolver Digital, game publisher that insincerely tries to be edgy. Oh, Billy. Oh, Billy. Billy, you're so sad that you cannot be as edgy as Devolver Digital, which aren't even edgy at all. They're confrontational, certainly, but edgy. Discord, Digital Extremes, DGX Art, Dimension Link Game Discovery, Disney, obviously, Dollar General, Dollar Tree, DoorDash, Doritos. Doritos. Iterimo atapare Doritos. DreamWorks, Dropbox, DualShockers. Hey, DualShockers, who is actually pro Gamergate, but okay. Dungeons and Dragons, EA Sports, Electronic Arts, Electron Music Group, 11 Arts, Elevation, Kirch, Eli Media, Entertainment Software, ESA, Lootbox Protectors. Okay, that's not bad. Etsy, Eurogamer, Evo, Extra Credits, obviously. F1, Family Dollar, Fanatical, Fandango, Fandom, Fender, Fine Brothers, Firework, Fox TV, Freeform. There's so many freaking, oh my god, we're still in G! Game Informer, Funko, Games Revolution, Games Biz, Industry Biz, GameSpot, GameStop, Games Workshop, Game Zone, Garfield. The fuck is Garfield Eats? What is Garfield Eats, Billy? Garfield Eats. You made enemy. You made traitor with Garfield Eats. Gearbox, General Assembly, Geek Kids Films, Gibson. Gibson? The guitar maker Gibson? Oh no. Oh no, my brother should not be using the Gibson guitar maker. How dare he? Terrible. GoFundMe, Google, Gorilla Glue, Goto Game, Grindr, Gucci. Well, Gucci is a traitor, a different reason, but okay. Hardsuit Labs, Harley Davidson, Harmonix, HBO Max, Hinterland Games, Hi-Res Studios, History Channel, Hollywood Records, Home Depot, HostGator, House, Hulu, Humble Bundle, HyperX, IBM, Idea Factory International. Billy, Idea Factory. Did you just cite the developers of freaking Neptunia there? Okay, Billy, okay. iHeartRadio, IKEA USA, Indiegogo, Infinity Ward, Insomniac Games, Intel. Oh, can't use Intel these days. Both Intel and AMD are traders. So you cannot build PCs right now, ladies and gentlemen, because both Intel and AMD are traders. Itch.io, Isotope, Jagex, Krang Magazine, Kindle, Kink.com. Fucking Kink.com. The fuck is Kink.com? Last FM, Lego, Limited Run Games. Okay, Limited Run Games is a freaking trader in general. Logitech. I'm sorry, my Logitech keyboard and my Logitech mouse, you are the traders of America right now. I cannot use you anymore. I'm gonna use HyperX. Oh shit, HyperX is a trader too. Maybe I try SteelSeries. Oh shit, SteelSeries is whatever. Lyft, Magic the Gathering, Manga Entertainment, Marvel Entertainment, Mattel, McDonald's, Metal Sucks, Microsoft, Moog Synthesizers, Mozilla, MSI Gaming. God damn it, MSI! Come on! MTV, Mythical Entertainment, Napalm Records, Native Instruments, NBC Entertainment, NBC Universal, NC Soft, Nelstar 15. You should put this on the influencer in the bottom, but okay. Netflix, left-wing propaganda. New Retro Wave? Billy! Excuse. Oh, this one is on probation. Billy, come on, New Retrowave. I fucking love that channel, New Retrowave. That's got a lot of good old synth music right there. Come on, Billy. Come on. Next Door, NFL, Niantic Labs, Nickelodeon, Nike Dogs, Nike, Nintendo of America, Node.js, JavaScript Library, Noisy Pixel. Vincent207 donated $2. Good lord, does Billy want me to boycott all of these companies? I'd pretty much be out of options. I don't know. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Norvina, Novation, Niap Post, NZXT. Freaking no more cases from NZXT, ladies and gentlemen. No more liquid coolers from NZXT. Obsidian Entertainment, Oprah Winfrey Network, O'Reilly Media. Wow. How can you just made trader with O'Reilly Media and Oprah Winfrey Network? Outer Loop Games, Pandora Music, Panera Bread, Paradox Interactive, Patreon, PayPal, PC Gamer, Pinterest, Pixar, Planet Pebbles, Playboy, PlayStation Japan. Okay. I love the fact that Billy cited both PlayStation and PlayStation Japan, but when Nintendo, where's Nintendo? Should be Nintendo. Here, Nintendo of America, but not Japan. Nintendo of America, but not Japan. But PlayStation Japan is though, because somehow they have a different account for each. And Billy is a Nintendo fanboy, or trying desperately so hard to be a Nintendo fanboy. 6760 donate to $1. If he puts grocery stores in the list like Vons or Ralph's, I'm done. We haven't seen much, but thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Pokemon, Poli, Popeye's Chicken, Pop-Tarts, Pornhub. There it is. There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, there it is. There it is. Billy just cited Pornhub. There you go. Freaking Pornhub, as expected. Of course, Billy cited Pornhub. P-Cube Games? Seriously? Presonus, Procter & Gamble, Puma, Rare, Raw Fury, Rebellion, Reddit. Well, to be fair, Reddit is a freaking trader. Riot Games. Yeah, Riot Games is trading a lot of things. Rockstar Games as well. Rock, Paper, Shotgun as well. Rooster Teeth. Some people talk about the hoopla with Rooster Teeth. RPG site, Sample Magic, Screen Junkies, Scuff Gaming, Sega, Sekai Project. Why? Why Sekai Project? They posted some really good hentai games. Apparently because they dared to disagree with you. How dare they? Sennheiser. Oh, damn. Can't use my Sennheiser audio equipments too. Sesame Street, Shonen Jump. Wow. Shonen Jump. There you go. Yeah. Any sorts of anime featured in Shonen Jump. Nah, fuck y'all. Anime in general. Showtime, Silicon Era, Sirius XM, Sketchfab, SK Gaming, Skillet Music, Skillshare, Smartsheet, Sony Music, bunch of Sony stuff, Spitfire Audio, Spotify, Spreaders Resources, Square Enix, Starbucks, Star Wars, Feminist Propaganda. Come on, really. State Farm, Still Serious. Oh, there you go. Still Serious. Super Rare Games, South by Southwest, SXX, South by Southwest, Taco Bell, Target, TBS Network, TCG Player, Team 17, Tech Radar, Tech Raptor, Telemundo, Tesco, The Coalition, The Arcade, The Pokemon Company, Thunderful Publishing, and of course TikTok. We'll get to it in a bit. iBob Official did it to $3. Excuse me as I dropped this link to the TF2 Mercs laughing as I called it. I can't open that video right now, but thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Toei Animation. Oh no. How dare Toei Animation? The list just goes on. Toei Animation, Tokyo Otaku Board, Tom's Hardware. Okay, to be fair, Tom's Hardware screwed up a couple of times, but damn. Toontown, Tooth and Nail Records, Transfix, TuneCore, Turn 10 Studios, TV Land, Twitch TV, of course, Twitter, which you use a lot. That means you're also a trader for using that platform, I suppose. Uber Eats, Ubisoft, Udemy, Unilever? Seriously? Unilever. Okay, fine. I'm gonna dismiss all of the cleaning products by Unilever. I can't use all of them right now, I guess. As everyone's been noticed that appabend's been losing 100 subscribers weekly. Yeah, that happens. But that's not really an issue for me, to be perfectly honest. I'm not here for clout. I'm just here to do things that I want to do. If I don't get subscribers right, that's perfectly fine. But anyway, where is that? Universal Music Group, Verizon Media, VH1, Viacom, CBS, Virtual Wrestling United, Vizio, Viz Media, Volition Software, VRV, Wacom, Software. Okay, to be fair, Wacom can go screw itself. I prefer Huion. Warner Bros. Entertainment, Webtoon, Wendy's, Wallbraid, WordPress, Rave Games, WWE, XBiz, Xbox, Yahoo, Yenpress, YouTube, Zebras? And Zoom, finally. There you go. That's the list for the corporations. The corporations and the brands. Some of them are baffling. Some of them, at least, I can understand why they're there because their virtue signaling just got ridiculous. But some of them are companies that I genuinely don't like, but I don't like them for different reasons than the ones that Billy stated. But some of them are just weird, like freaking Pornhub and what was the one that got me laughing? Axe body spray. But there's more. That's just 300 people, 359 people plus celebrities and e-celebs, which unfortunately I am not a part of it, or at least not yet. I am official, later to $1. One last donation for the road, joining a friend in Sea of Thieves. Have a good night, Appa. Thanks for the laughs. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep it coming. Let's get to the celebrities and the e-celebs, which apparently I'm a part of because I got 69,000 subscribers and constantly dropping. How much shows how much I'm an e-celeb. Alpha Rad, Emmy Mary, Alyssa Milano, Andrew Yang, Angus Kimi, Anna Akana, Anna Munition, Anonymous Hacking Group, and Dude, Anthony Padilla, Arya Saki, Ario Stuff, Ben Schwartz, Binging with Babish, Bill Nye the Science Guy. Okay, to be fair, again, some of these are traders for different reasons. Billy Ellis, Black Nerd, obviously. Black Sabbath? Oh no! Black Sabbath disagree with my political opinions. Black freaking Sabbath. Wow, Billy. You picked some serious fight. Blake Lively, Bon Jovi? Freaking Bon Jovi. Brie Larson, Bruno Mars, BT. BTS, the Traders of America. Bunny, Butch Hartman, Chatronic, Chevy Chase, Cheetan, Chris Evans, Chris Yosity, Chris Reagan, Chrissy Teigen, Chris Stuckman? What the hell is Chris Stuckman doing here? Come on, y'all. Chuga Conroy, CV1, Coach Greg Popovich, Comment Etiquette. We'll get to Comment Etiquette in a bit. Yep, we posted something funny. Corey Barlog, Corey Davis, Council of Geeks, Crank Gameplay, Courtney Miller, Damian Haas, Daniel D. Fox, David Bazuki, David Bautista, Disguised Toast, Don Shadow, Dove Cameron, Dr. Disrespect, Ed Boone, Eminem, Erin Fitzgerald, False Proof, Valicia Day, Fever 333, Flora Roma, Foo Fighters? There goes my hero. Oh, Foo Fighters, there goes my hero. Oh, Billy. Oh, Billy. Oh, Billy. Billy. There goes my hero. Oof. Foxtrot 44, Frivolous Fox, Fusely, Game Grumps. Okay, Game Grumps again. Traders for different reasons. Green Day, Greta Thunberg, Gun Inaccuracies in Media, Insincere Trader. Guns and Roses. Okay, Billy. You just put Guns and Roses as the Traders of America, Billy. Halsey, Harry Styles, Hasanabi, Hillsong Worship, Iffy and Fiona, I Gumdrop, I Justine, Introspective, James Charles, freaking James Charles, check catfishing heterosexual man. Okay, that one. Okay, that's funny. Jacksepticeye. Oh, how dare you, Jacksepticeye. Jaden Animations, Jamie Marchi, Jane Fonda, Jason Derulo, Jax Blade Fitness, Jeffree Star, Jenna Marbles, Jennifer Sherrill, Jenny Vu, Jessica Negri, Jesse Pridemore, Jim Kadik, Jim Sterling, Gerard Khalil, The Completionist, J.K. Rowling, JoJo, not the anime JoJo Siwa JoJo, Joel Osteen, Jonathan Paula, John Boyega, Ray Sim. Okay, that's funny. That's pretty funny. But come on, Billy. Joshua Ovenshire, Joshua the J. Winkeller, Joy Raid, Catherine Knudsen, Kesha. That's not how you spell it, but okay. Kind of funny games. Koneko Kitten, Lady Gaga, Lasercorn, Lazy Game Reviews. Billy, seriously, Billy. He's the most most chill guy on YouTube. He's very chill. He's just talking about tech, old PC tech on his YouTube channel. Oh, how dare he tweeted something you disagree with. Come on, Billy. Legacy Killer HD, Lil Nas X, obviously because he's gay, I guess. Linus Tech Tips, Lisa Sue, Logan Paul, Louis Tomlinson, Madison Beer, Madonna, Mari Takahashi, Markiplier, Mark Zuckerberg, MatPat from Game Theory. Okay, MatPat from Game Theory makes sense why he's there, but Matt Reeves, Matt Soiki, Maximilian Dude. Of all the people, Matt Schofield, Ministry, Modern Vintage Gamer, Monica Real, Mr. Beast, Mr. Suicide Sheep. Hello, Billy. Jesus, I like that channel. Post good music. Moise Kerm, Natalie Portman, Naughty Dogs, Neil Druckmann, Nintendo, Nitro Rad. Of all the people, Ozzy Osbourne. Freaking Ozzy Osbourne. Oh, Pamela Horton, Pan Oswald, PewDiePie is still a probation apparently. Peanut Butter Gamer, Peter Park TV, Pie Guy Rules, Pokimane, Pro Jared, Quackity, Quarter Jade, Quinn Review. Okay, Quinn Reviews. I can at least agree on that too. On that one. Remy Ismail, Randy Orton, Randy Pitchford, Ray Parker. Okay, Randy Pitchford as well. Yeah, put him in whatever traders list. Ray Parker Jr., Relax Alax, Review Tech USA, Rev Scarecrow, Rhett McLaughlin, Rise Against, Risserins, Rob Delaney, Rosa Pansino, Ryan Reynolds, Sarah Whittle, Skara, Scott Wozniak, Selena Gomez, Seth Rogen, Shane Top, Simply Nailogical, Skill Up, Smash Mouth, Smash Mouth? For real? Smosh Games, Saul Kamijani, and freaking Mudahar from Some Ordinary Gamers. Stars Midden, Stephen King, Stephanie Sess, Stephen Ballmer, Stephen Carell, Stephen George, Stop Skeletons from Fighting, Sungwon Cho, Taeyang, Team 4 Stars, Technology Connections, The Beatles, The Great Clement, The Odds One Out, The Rock. Oh man, come on. Toby Fox, Tyler Ninja Blevins, Tyler Sheed, Valkyrie, Victoria Justice, Will Win, X Chocobars, Yo Mama, Yongya. Oh, how dare he freaking Yongya. Yoshiller, Yvonne, and Zoe Amira. At least this is the one that I can grab from the latest of the archives 1 hour ago, or 3 hours ago. Well, there you go. Those are the lists. Those are the traitors of America. These are all the people who dare to betray the American trust. These are the people who are who are endorsing the riots and the protests outside. How dare they? How dare they make the mistake of disagreeing with one angry boomer? Wow. It's just, you're sure this ain't the Smash DLC tier list. But don't worry, there's more. There's more. Do you know how internet comment etiquette is on the list? It's because he simply posted this. Seriously, that's it. He just posted this. Comment etiquette. He just posted this and laugh it up. You just made the list. Or maybe he did make a comment about Black Lives Matter that I didn't notice, but I forgot. But I didn't see it. But if he did, well, I guess that makes sense why Billy would put him on the list. But the fact that internet comment etiquette coming in and making fun of the one angry boomer for, being a boomer, you just made the list. Excuse me, sir. Please stop bringing politics into video games to enforce your agenda. Hey! Exactly what I said. Exactly my point. I remember when this site was about gaming. Tell the gaming companies whose products we're supposed to report on to stop injecting politics into their games. Tell the corporate overlords that fund the studio's agitprop to stop virtue signaling on their social media accounts. Then we can get back to reporting on games. Well, Billy, just in case you missed it, what's happening outside right there, Billy, concerns a lot of people's freaking lives. It is a very big event, and companies wouldn't get a very good PR if they don't virtue signal or make political statements. I know it sucks. I know it sucks that a lot of these companies virtue signal and you disagree with them because they virtue signal to opinions that you personally don't agree with. But unfortunately, because it's the reality of the situation, they're going to disagree with you because everyone's going to disagree with you, Billy. Everyone. Look at that. The freaking replies on this, man. man. And in a couple of weeks, you'll be back to playing games from those companies and consuming like a good little Republican. Rover Bears, you are freaking base. Sorry to disappoint you, Ace. I play on Nintendo. Well, that tweet aged very well. So Nintendo is part of the list. Nintendo of America at least. But then you say, but not Nintendo of Japan. I don't believe that Nintendo of Japan is actually doing all of this trash. No, they do. They're part of Nintendo. They are part of Nintendo. Nintendo of America is part of Nintendo as well. Part of Japan as well. You're gonna simp on a company? If you're gonna simp on a company, Billy, not Nintendo, please? Billy? Are you sure you're gonna simp for Nintendo? Of all the companies, the real Nintendo would never betray gamers like Nintendo of America. Believe it. But they have though. But they have though. There are many moves that you consider Nintendo of Japan in general that they make that you really disagreed with. They have betrayed gamers by the fact that they DMCA fan games every single time, left and right. How dare people make fan games of their own intellectual property? Come on, Billy. Come on. I thought we had collectively agreed that this wasn't the time for jokes. No one's joking. I wasn't talking about your statements. I was talking about you. Forever in pride, you are freaking base. God bless you. Oh my God, that freaking wrecked. Oh, burn. That freaking monster kill of a burn. He dead. Mega wrecked, baby. Oh.
Monster kill.
Monster kill. Monster kill. Yeah, so I want to put it on the reason why Linus Tech Tips is made on the list. It's because Linus Tech Tips made this really weird tweet. Tech tip, benefits of dating outside your race include greater genetic diversity for our species, many times larger dating pool to find the one, very cute babies, though I'm a little biased. If we all do it, no more racism because that shit's really, really, really stupid. Okay, this is obviously a joke. Not a very good joke, but this is obviously a joke nonetheless. And the fact that he clarified on the bottom, in all seriousness though, we don't typically talk about this stuff, but in case it wasn't glaringly obvious, what's going on down south right now is incredibly sad, and we want to build a future where suffering doesn't disproportionately affect people based on skin color. That's a base take. Blue Dragon Case are rated $3. You know what company I'm surprised and glad didn't make a statement? Way Forward, the company behind Shantae. Her voice actor did, but what can you do? Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. But they probably will. Actually, Way Forward has done a lot of things that you might disagree with. But anyway, or at least some of the people in the company. Things suck right now, but the only way to make them better is to use this time of anger and mourning as an opportunity to share a little kindness, eh? Thanks for listening, y'all. This is not a bad... Okay, the first tweet was a bad joke. Was a really bad joke. But the second tweet is not... There's nothing really bad on the second or third tweet. It's a very blanket statement, but there's nothing wrong about it. Apparently that's enough to cause one angry boomer to put the person on a trailer because he had the... Where's that hashtag? Did he have the hashtag? Oh, he doesn't have the hashtag. So... Well, Linus is a dad, so I didn't realize George Floyd's memorial service was tomorrow. That changes my perspective on Sony delaying the PS5 event. Hashtag Black Lives Matter. Also, a not so ridiculous tweet. Again, Sony delayed the PS5 event because there's another event. They just don't want to do that. Actually, a lot of people delay events because of this. People delay events because of the coronavirus, and people delay events because of this sort of rioting and the whole case and the whole controversy even. So this is not a bad take. And then one angry boomer's coming in. It's like, really disappointed with this tweet, Rich. I expected better. What? Expected what? What do you expect from Rich? What do you expect from him? What do you expect from him? What do you expect him to do? To not disagree with you? Well, seriously, Billy, what do you expect him to do? To not tweet Black Lives Matter? To tweet the things that... Here's the problem. Billy, when people disagree with Billy, okay, when people just straight up disagree with Billy, they're gonna find a way. When people disagree with you, Billy, you're automatically being put as the traitor of America. It just... 6760 $1. Or maybe one angry boomer doesn't like misrace couples. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. And also this, Legacy Killer HD, alt-right gaming website. Okay, one angry boomer can be sometimes, depending on which argument, can be classified as alt-right, but not really. But okay, alt-right gaming websites that constantly uses racial slurs and hosts a comment section that includes tons of racism and much worse. Actually, that is true. We'll get to it. Is compiling a Traitors of America list of anyone saying they support Black Lives Matter. Can't even say I'm surprised. What a clown. The comment section is full of literal white supremacists, including those who run the website. Yeah, we'll get to that in a bit. Are you openly supporting the hashtag? Because if you are, I'm going to add you to the list. Oh no, I am supporting a hashtag of a cause that I deem to be worthy of supporting. I supported, how dare this person supported a hashtag that I personally disagreed with because of my own moral justifications. Billy, I'm not... This isn't exactly helping Billy. This is only causing more and more division to people. Oh no, not the list. And freaking Michael Legacy Killer HD coming in with the clip of The Rock saying, "Shut up, bitch!" Fucking king shit right there. King shit right there. Shut up, bitch! Shut up, bitch! Very, very disappointed in you. You just made the list. Well, I don't really care if you are disappointed by anybody, but actually I do care because you made some great laughs when you do. 69 replies on that one. Fucking love that screenshot. Oh man. Oh man. Oh no. He made the list. Hey, just put me on the list, Billy, if that's... The Actman coming in is like, can you put me down for 2? Wow, freaking Actman. God damn, God bless you, Actman, coming in with the base stick. Can you put me down as well? That's right, Actman. Coming in. Base Actman. Bruh, listen, you spoke out against SJWs and gained a ton of respect from every sane person on the net. Billy talking about people who are sane on the internet. That is a very interesting predicament. Just sit this one out. Don't become a virtue signaler and betray your fans. Don't do this. It's like that scene from Man of Steel. Don't do this. No. No. Never. And then Billy just went snap the Actman's neck. This freaking... I feel like a list of traitors of America is a bit absurd. It's not like people peacefully protesting are funding riots. I support the idea of police reform. I do not support looting. Ends don't justify the means. I don't think that makes me or anyone a traitor to America. Oh my god! Actman is being based once again. Based. Actman is based. Absolutely base take right there. That's fine, but the list about people supporting groups that are funding or directly mobilizing the riots take place across America. Black Lives Matter or Antifa are not the answer. Putting money in their pockets make things worse. Avoid the drama. We don't need more division. 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 Billy, I don't know if you've been paying attention to the things that you've been doing, but making a list of traitors of America isn't exactly avoiding the drama. How about you do it yourself and not create a division with all of these people who merely disagree with you? Billy, come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Might as well play this.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
I'm just questioning your criteria that determines which individuals and companies are branded traitors to America. I think that's an extreme stance. I don't support anarchy. We obviously don't support anarchy either, hence the list. Okay. Notice the links lead to corps or influencers showing supports for groups or movements that are directly responsible for the rioting or looting, i.e. such as Black Lives Matter or Antifa, and also bailing out some of the criminals from jail. Citation needed? Are these organizations that people are suggesting to donate are actually trying to bail criminals out of jail? That's one question. And the second question is, are the people who merely disagree with you, who don't even actually say, hey, please donate to these charities or whatever, like Linus over here, or freaking Real Tech USA over here, or freaking Real Tech, Review Tech USA. Why do you say Real Tech? Real Tech, freaking like the audio driver Real Tech. Review Tech USA right here. He didn't even suggest to donate to certain charity. He just said, oh, I understand why Sony does delay the PS5 event. And he just put hashtag Black Lives Matter. There are people out there who didn't even ask to donate to the charities that you don't like. There are people out there who merely say hashtag Black Lives Matter and disagree with you. So actually, Sony did make a tweet about donating the bail bail fund for arrested rioters. Well, there you go. That's bad. That's Sony's bad. So there you go. Sony's bad. Anyway, and then this person posting in that time where Billy's saying you guys are acting like low IQ N-words. That was something awful to. Wait, hold up. That comment was an something awful troll up. That comment where you defended Star Citizen and calling people low IQ N-words, that's a something awful troll up. Nah, fam. Nah, I'm pressing X on that one, fam. I am pressing X on that one. I am pressing X on that one. Sorry, Billy, not believing you. There's also this. You can support Black Lives Matter and not be in favor of riots and looting. Stop acting like it has to be one or the other. Life has more nuance than that. If you see being against racism and police brutality as being a traitor against Americans, then your moral compass is messed up or something along those lines. The tweet doesn't actually show the entire tweet. That's not what's happening, man. Agitators are being funded by celebrities to burn down America, and people are gleefully jumping on board for ignorance. As I said, get informed, man. Good for you for putting citations in here, Billy. Your evidence is proving Ned Parazzi's point. The looters and rioters are people that are trying to take advantage of the movement, or undercover cops trying to make the movement look bad. The looters and rioters are not there for the same reason as the peaceful protesters. They're there to use this incident as an excuse to commit crime. I am in favor of peaceful protests, but not violence, riots, and looting. It's more nuanced than this guy seems to understand. Except more people, including children, have died in the result of these protests. Doesn't that defeat the whole point? Well, hold on, Billy. Just because there are incidents where people have actually died in the protest does not automatically invalidate the protest, or even the point that police brutality is a problem, or at least the overall point that the protest is a problem. Actually, speaking of the hashtag, do you know what's really funny about this entire thing? Because I'm kind of seeing the sorts of how do you explain this? So Billy is saying that anybody who supports the Black Lives Matter hashtag are automatically supporting the rioters and looters, etc. Automatically supporting the rioters, the looters, and the people who try to say that all cops are bastards, etc. If you believe that a specific hashtag is supporting a cause that is terrible, supporting a specific bad cause. Wait, a hashtag that supports a bad cause. Hold on a second. A hashtag that is tainted by people, that is being constantly parroted by the media as supporting a specific bad cause. Yeah, I think the chat knows about that one. So let's just say, by your line of logic, right, Billy, anybody who supports Black Lives Matter is automatically supporting riots, etc. By that line of logic, anybody who supports Gamergate supports harassment towards women, harassment towards feminism, harassment towards... I mean, how can you apply a simplistic logic to Black Lives Matter, but saying that Gamergate is a lot more nuanced? You can't exactly... why is one hashtag a lot more nuanced than the other? Why is one hashtag more nuanced than the other? How can you treat Gamergate? Gamergate is a lot more nuanced. It's not a bunch of people saying that, you know, women are being... It was not a bunch of people in Gamergate harassing women, etc., etc. But you say, oh, all the people in supporting Black Lives Matter are automatically supporting riots, etc. So I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, the connection between the two. If you apply nuance to one hashtag, you should apply nuance equally to the other. I'm sure that, I mean, you see the list, guys. You see the list of all the people. You see Actman disagreeing. You see Legacy Killer HD, Richard. Do you believe that any of these people who tweeted hashtag Black Lives Matter are actually supporting the riots? Because I don't believe that they do. I believe that these people are not stupid enough, are not immoral enough to genuinely support the riots. There are some people, definitely. There are companies that do, definitely. But there are many, many people on your list, on your traders list, that support the hashtag Black Lives Matter. It's possible to be in that position where you support the rights for black people to not have, to not suffer from prejudice and not have, and also say that the riots are bad. So again, Billy, I kind of feel bad for you because you make everybody your enemy, even though they might agree with what you're saying, because they simply tweeted a hashtag. This is why I asked you to have a conversation, might try to have a conversation with people. You might even agree with, say, Review Tech USA, or maybe even Legacy Killer HD. You may even agree with those people if you actually talk to them and you actually have a conversation about them about this particular topic. But unfortunately, you're too stubborn about it. You're way too stubborn. You're on this mindset, this very simplistic mindset that everybody who supports this hashtag is automatically this, automatically a bad person, automatically a traitors of America. So if you want to make everybody your enemy, Billy, you're welcome, I guess. I guess everybody is your enemy now. Everybody is your enemy now. So all of those people on the traders list are gonna be increasing the moment we dare decide to criticize you. Even if we're like talking about the riots and everything like that, and whether or not the donations actually support that, that's a separate conversation for another topic, for another day. No, the point here is the fact that there are people who disagree with you, who tweeted this hashtag, and you automatically calls them a traitor. Actman coming in is like, can you put me down on two? Because you're really acting ridiculous. Even though, and you're saying that you avoid the drama and we don't need more division, you are actively doing exactly that, Billy. That's exactly what you've been doing. So, and Billy coming in and saying, y'all just made a huge mistake to freaking BTS of all people. That's the official account for BTS, and one angry game, it's a freaking Billy coming in is like saying, you all made a huge mistake. Y'all made a huge mistake. Why? Because you disagree with you? We disagree with that? This is by the way, this is in Korean, but apparently this is a tweet talking about the riots happening in America. I'm sorry if you're not Korean, you can't read this, but tweet is you can tell that this is a tweet that Billy very disagreed with. What are you gonna put them on the list now too? They've been added to the list. BTS are traitors. Traitors to America. You're putting a Korean band on a traitors to America list. Look, pal, I know the phrase fuck the police is very powerful, but it's not a transitive. Siding with the cops won't make you less of a virgin. Wow, Billy, you just made H Bomber Guy to make a good take. You just made H Bomber Guy to make a good take. Wow. That is amazing, Billy. That is freaking you have gone so far into the deep end that freaking H Bomber guy makes a good take. I mean, Jesus, Billy. There's also this. Maximilian Dude tweeting probation and fuck you, hashtag BLM. Max, calm down, mate. You don't know or understand what's going on. Did Billy just ask somebody to calm down? Did Billy just ask somebody to calm down? I don't know, Billy. Asking you to calm down is like asking Thor to drop the hammer. Angry is your freaking name. And you're not exactly the kind of person who would ask somebody else to calm down. He was in probation in Billy's list. Breathe. You're reacting out of anger. Wow. 6716 donated $1. Look in the fucking mirror, one angry boomer. This is... Take a step back, survey the situation, get the facts, and we can work this out. The same way that you get the facts. I think you simply made a mistake. Mistakes can be rectified. Wow. You gave this courtesy to this person over here, but not to the other person. Not to the other people over here. This is what peak lifetime virginity looked like. I didn't know Chick-fil-A had Christy. Billy. You just made a blue check mark right about something, Billy. Come on. Buddy, you need to know your role and stay in your lane. No, you? Otherwise, well, there's a list with your name on it. Siegfang Architect of Sin donated $2. So nuances for me and not for D. There you go. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Please go ahead and tell me what my role is and what my lane I should be in. If you're some sort of celebrity, you need to stay in your lane, mate. We're dealing with the real issues and real problems affecting the fine citizens of the US of A. Maybe you'll learn a thing or two by not setting foot where the door wasn't open for you. You're making a list of brands and people who are supporting the civil rights of black people and calling them traitors. If you think the door is open for you, lol. We moved the whole fucking building, cutie. I just did a background check on your activity? Excuse me, Billy? Angel Troy donated $1. One angry boomer. You are a traitor. You are my traitor. Everybody's a traitor. Here's some more shekels. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Did you just... What background check? Excuse me, Billy? Calm down. Okay, I'm not asking one angry gamer to calm down. That's my mistake. It's a bad mistake. He loves his anger. But anyway. I don't know who you are or what you do, but you just made the list. And of course, there's this conversation where Justin Wang and some other gamer want to be traitors together. And then Justin was like, soon, brother. Freaking both of y'all, seriously, both of y'all are absolutely based. I love y'all. I love both of y'all. Both of y'all are absolutely based. Absolutely based. I'm a cute little Canadian betraying America. Boys! Some freaking Buddha heart coming in and betraying America. Oh, man. It must suck being on the outside looking in when it comes to the gaming industry, one angry gamer. Thanks for putting together a list of folks so we knows we need to support. Okay, hold on. Let's not go into that extreme. Just because one angry gamer doesn't like these people or these corporations doesn't mean we need to support them. I mean, they got Disney and they got freaking Gearbox in there, and I'm exactly not in the mood for supporting any of them. But, what? No, that wasn't the purpose. Well, Billy, unfortunately, there are going to be people who disagree with you on the internet. You're going to have to realize that unfortunate reality. Otherwise, you just cannot seem to operate. You're going to have to make a list saying that there are so many people who disagree with you. Also, can we call Okuyasu? Because let's get to the comment section. Billy, you're gonna enjoy this piece of news. A cop friend just texted me that the Latin King sent a message to the cops in the town that would take care of the rioters. Get off the streets in Logan Square. Black people are being attacked by Latino gangs, literally chasing and beating people, saying you don't belong here. They're blaming us for the chaos and hurting innocent folk. Get home, y'all. Safe, y'all. Why would anyone hate? Hey, hey, yo, 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 hey, yo, yo, yo.
It's clear as day. This sick fuck said the N-word.
Yo,
I just remembered that.
yo,
You're
racist. Yo, Okuyasu. It could be because they're shit personified, could it? If only white people would stand up for themselves like Okuyasu! The amount of weakness shown by whites in this situation is out of this world and has my blood boiling. Whites are the most powerful race on earth. They should control the world, not... Hey! Whoa!
Okuyasu.
Jesus!
I heard it as clear as day. This sick fuck said the N-word.
Okuyasu!
Start racist!
Seriously though. Great that you're documenting all of this. This is great for those who want to know exactly how deep the rabbit hole runs. Absolutely disgusting that one... Oh! Dies, and everyone has the right to chimp out and destroy their own neighborhood. I just hope we don't get nuked from the face of the internet. I think we're relatively safe unless One Angry Gamer starts to reach a global audience and to take heed. Surprisingly, we're not on the ADL shit list yet. Oh, Kuyasu! Oh, okay. And there's also this. Popeyes is nothing without black lives. Oh, damn, Popeyes. No fucking shit. Popeyes is literally... Hey! Oh my god! So many of these, ladies and gentlemen. So many. God damn it, Okuyasu. I need that clip again. Oh my god.
Okuyasu.
Oh,
I heard it as clear
oh
as
my
day.
god.
This sick fuck said the N-word.
Jesus! Okuyasu! Oh my god! I don't know. Oh, 6760 buck. Candace Dowens, is that you? Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. I don't know why, but I feel like throwing another Gothic 3 playthrough. Hey, at least this guy's playing game. All the... Hey! Oh my god! Jesus. And basically, that game is one giant race wall simulator. Jeez! See, this is the kind of comment, this is the kind of people that you're attracting, One Angry Gamer, One Angry Boomer. If you're fine with these sorts of people, if you're fine with actually genuinely being racist to everybody, that's alright. Alright, fine. If you're attracting these people, if you are fine with these sorts of audience, I am personally not fine if there are people in my audiences who talk like this. But goddamn, Billy. Speaking of assassination, I'm playing a lot of Shadow of Mordor, about 25 hours in, but that's just from running around killing orcs. Wow. 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 That is insane. Damn! You know how I talk about in a video about how the SJWs are thinking that orcs are black people, or at least having the presumptuous the assumption that orcs are supposed to represent people who are non-white? Well, here we are. In the comment section, we have people actually comparing the orcs to the thingy. The sequel got posed, and then actually from Billy himself. Billy.
Okuyasu. I heard it as clear as day. This sick fuck said the N-word.
Billy. There you go. That is, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of this tirade of absolute, I don't know anythingness, just craziness. I'm just amazed that this entire freaking event has caused one person to develop into this amount of craziness. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just highlighting this stream as usual, just to point out to you, these are the kinds of people on the stream, except for the ones that I actually call base. Like Atman right here, you are base. The kinds of crazy people right here that I'm highlighting on stream are the kinds of people you should not ever follow. You should not follow the examples of these people for the good of your sanity, for the good of your own life, for the good of your mental health, your mental health. I care for you guys so much to not follow the examples of these people. Not just Billy, but the rest of the doofuses who are in this or who are on this freaking stream. Just to give you a bit of a sanity check and make sure to let you all know, please, for the love of God, do not be like these people. These people are just the things that you should not follow. Also, Okuyasu, please, for the love of God. Save me. Save us from these people, ladies and gentlemen. That is the end of the stream. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining in. I hope you guys have unleash your anger and frustration into the world. And I hope I have notified you all that despite your flaws, despite any of your weaknesses and all of that, at least you're not any of these people that I showed on the stream. Be based and not be throwing the N-words to anybody, I suppose. So, thank you so much for joining in. I'll see you guys on the next stream. Take care.